So the only context that I have for the chasm, right, is that something happened a very long time ago that created this big-ass pit in the middle of liyue. And it used to be a mining cavern, and now it's not anymore. So Catherine seems to have a new mission for you. Go check it out.
Ah, Traveler. Right on cue.
Yes.
Hey, Catherine! Got any new commissions for us today? Also, how come you look so happy to see us? What have you done?
What is... Off the bat, Paimon, why are you threatening Catherine with being happy? Let her live her life.
I went to the shrine to draw a fortune slip earlier. The shrine maiden told me that it is the season for an unexpected reunion.
An unexpected reunion for what, huh? An unexpected reunion for what?
Catherine? Drawing fortune slips at the shrine? Is it just Paimon, or is that the most unusual thing ever?
Not gonna lie, semi-unusual, but, you know what? Maybe she wants to visit Inazuma for some reason, like...
Wait, no, that's not the unusual part. We're in liyue. You went to Inazuma and back in a single day?
To be fair, so did we, so we can do it, right? I think Catherine has, like, the ability to travel really far, I guess. I don't know. Maybe she has access to teleport points. You never know.
Even I have a private life, you know.
As she should. You know, this is just her gig that she does on the side. Let her do her thing.
Okay, so when you say unexpected reunion, you mean running into us, right?
Why do I have the feeling that she doesn't mean us?
Who can say? But the anticipation of knowing that an unexpected reunion is due is making me happy to see everyone I crossed paths with today.
I like that. I love that it just made her whole day better. I love to hear that, you know? We love people in happy reunion kind of vibes, you know?
Fair enough. Even though we see each other pretty much every day, whatever makes you happy.
To be fair, I talk to Mondstadt Catherine more than I talk to liyue Catherine, so... An unexpected reunion, perhaps?
Wait, are you saying? Oh, Paimon gets it. Well, let's just hope the shrine maiden was right.
Maybe one day I'll see my sister who is totally not working for the Abyss, but you know, one day.
Fingers crossed we find her.
I'm sorry. Did I say something I shouldn't have? You both seem a little down.
No, it's just internal problems, you know. It's fine. I'm totally not missing my sister at all.
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, back to business. Do you have a new commission you want to give to us?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This one is from a miner. It seems to be related to investigating the chasm.
Really? Does this mean the chasm's not sealed off anymore?
I will leave the requester to fill you in on all the relevant details. His name is Wherefore, and he should be at the chasm right now.
All right then. Thanks, Catherine. We'll head there right away.
Very well. Ad Astra Abyssosk. This time you are truly bound for the Abyss. Good luck to you both.
Catherine, I would like a little bit more of an explanation of why you said that I'm bound for the Abyss.
Hi there. You must be Yuehoi, right? We've been sent by the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, great. Good to meet you. Yes, I was the one who posted that commission. Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something?
Maybe, no, not really. I totally didn't destroy two, you know, big monsters in liyue, but, you know, it's complicated. Never mind that. Let's focus on the task at hand.
Oh, all right then. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Yuehoi, a miner, and I received a mining permit for the chasm just recently. I have a handful of other guys in my crew.
Seriously? They actually give permits out for the chasm?
Yes, the folks over at Yujing Terrace finally came to their senses and are now allowing a limited amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval.
Okay, but why was it blocked off for so long? That's my question.
But some things have happened recently that put all the miners on edge.
I don't like that. What happened?
Really? What happened? We haven't heard anything.
We literally have not heard anything about the chasm in, like, months, years, something like that.
So, it's hard to say exactly how big of an issue it is. Could be something, could be nothing. The main thing is that it's just very strange.
What do you mean by that? I don't like how you said strange.
While one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking his way. They seemed like they were in a daze or something.
Can we talk about how you said hilly trails with like a WH, but okay.
They walked right by him without giving him a single glance. They just made a beeline for the depths of the chasm.
Maybe they got more important things to do than, I don't know, harassing y'all.
After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
Are the hilly trails just curious? Maybe they just want to take a peek inside.
But why would they want to do that is my question.
Not likely. The strange part is that in all the time this miner's been watching the hilly trolls, he's never seen any of them come back out.
That's a little sus and I don't like that.
It seems to be a one-way trip. Once the hilly trolls go in, they never emerge again. And it seems to be happening more and more frequently as of late.
So, are you worried about the hilly troll's safety, which wouldn't make any sense in the context of, you know, this? Or are you worried that if you go in, you're not going to come back out?
What are these hilly trolls up to? What happens to them after they go inside? Is there a disaster brewing? These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just hearing about it.
I don't dare imagine what's going on inside the chasm, or strange is definitely the right word. Something's up. I don't know.
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know? So we have to get to the bottom of it before everyone can put their minds at rest.
Do we really want to take this commission? Thanks, Mr. Miner, sir. We need to consider it first.
No. We'll take it.
Hey, you can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first.
When strange things like this happen, I'm inclined to think that the Abyss Order is involved.
Oh, so that's where you're coming from. Well, okay then. Maybe we will find some clues about your twin.
Exactly, you know, reunion and all that.
You'll really regret it if you don't go, huh?
So, what's your verdict? Will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say, I'm not loving the prospect of my mining permit going to waste.
Yep, we'll take it. We're kinda curious ourselves now, too.
Great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you the rough location that the hilly trolls keep heading to.
Ah, it's you. Well, are you here to brave the chasm by any chance? Yes, because we just got a thing from Catherine like 5 seconds ago. Paimon's never heard of any commission like that. Oh, you don't know about the guild's commissions yet? Sorry, that's my mistake. Well, the chasm's been closed for a long time now. No one can go in without the Chising's say, so not even the Adventurers Guild. No special pass for you guys. They don't close one eye with you lot. Well, we wouldn't dream of being a bother to the people of Eugene Terrace. It would be a counterproductive thing to do, messing with pre-established policy like that. Even Miss Ganyu, who seems like the most amicable of the bunch, would probably just smile at us and say, "Why don't you have some tea while you wait here?" And then she'll leave you hanging for most of the day until you start wondering whether she'd forgotten all about you till she was nearly worn off from work. Aw, don't insult Ganyu like this. Well, and as we all know, Miss Ganyu never gets off work. Whoa, that certainly does sound like a very Ganyu-esque way of refusing. No. I know Ganyu's like not a confrontational person, but I feel like she wouldn't just, you know, ditch you. That seems unprofessional. Just saying. Either way, this means that Miss Catherine isn't going to be giving out any commissions about the chasm anytime soon. Instead, we gotta find a more convenient people to help us out in private. If you're asking about working with the Fatui, can we not do that, please? Convenient. Yes, for example, miners from Hushian Hall, members of the Millith, staff at the Ministry of Council Affairs, they can get passes to go in more easily, and what? Well, what I'm saying is, oh valiant hero who saved liyue from the sea monster yet seems to have nothing to do all day every day, surely you can talk to the Millith on our behalf. First of all, I am a busy man, okay? I am here to find my sister, who I have not seen for 2.6 updates, okay? My sister is still missing. Every single god that I've talked to has had no information and has literally only been asking me to help them deal with their own country's problems. And I just want to see my sister again. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm talking about you.
Come on, she was definitely talking about you.
I don't know about that. Don't play dumb. Who do you think I'm talking about? Rex Lapis? You could... wait, no, Rex Lapis. Everyone thinks Rex Lapis is dead. You literally cannot talk about... you cannot be talking about him. I'll have you know I do some important work, you know. Alright, quit your bragging. You know, I saved y'all from a sea monster twice. I helped rebuild the Jade Chamber. I may or may not be friends with the god of Geo and or Animo and or Electro. But yeah, I do nothing all day, sure. Whatever the case, you have our thanks for your help so far, and we'd like you to consider helping us again. It's fine if the timing isn't convenient for you, it's just that if you do end up passing through the chasm, please help me look for a fellow named Munying. Munying? Who is that supposed to be? He's a specialist sent to the chasm by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. We got some personal matters that need settling. You can ask him about it if you meet him there. Just pass his message along. You still owe land money for drinks, don't you forget that. He'll get the picture. So this is a personal commission. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to take several seats. I'll keep an eye on the way in. Wait, hold on a moment. There's one more thing. If you take this commission up, let's just negotiate your payment directly with Munying. Sounds like someone's passing off the work to someone else. Don't ask me why the arrangement is like this. We did this at the Ministry's insistence. Best not to question their decisions and all. I'm gonna question a lot of their decisions, okay? There's a bard here. Why is there a bard here? No, that's not how it goes. According to genealogy... Oh, hello, sorry, didn't see you there. Shush. Here he comes. His sword shining like the moon so silver, and his footsteps even army shiver. He is... Bloody! What? Paimon.
Sorry, force of habit. It just slipped out, you know?
That lacked creativity in the extreme.
Paimon supposes that the nickname could be uglier.
Hey! Haha, well said, good Paimon, well said. He is the golden-haired evening music. I object to these terrible-sounding non-consensual appellations. Apologies. I did not mean to offend, but more old-school poets from Mondstadt do tend to begin like that. Old school? Well, if you let me clarify, I don't mean old-school folk songs like dandelion madrigals or the school romances like Marriage, You Cheat, How I Hate Thee. This is a lot. He's referencing something, I just don't remember what it is. I'm referring to old-school historical epic poetry, and what might that be? Simply put, is the adaptation of heroic genealogies. The adding of flesh... Okay, I did read that right. That's flesh. Adding of flesh and skin up top of skeletal frame of history. These epics sing of history through long-form poetry, awakening people to the knowledge of times past. Well, there you have it, the epic and its value to society. The ability of poetry to awaken historical consciousness was precisely why it was banned all those years ago by the aristocracy. They feared that we would all recall our former freedom in our history of resistance. And that is why I despise the popular poetry of the day and seek to revive these old-school epics. I see. Bye. Right then. See you, golden-haired traveler. I don't think that was the person I was supposed to talk to, but I guess that works. 10 crates of meat, 10 crates of vegetables, various amounts of firewood and camping equipment to be given to the Millenith outpost, 3 crates of various ores to be sent to Hushin Hall warehouse in exchange for spare parts for tools in various amounts. Alright, sorry for making you wait. What do you need? It's you.
Since when were we all that familiar to you?
We've literally never met. I mean, you are the heroes who saved liyue. Your deeds are remembered by us all. Literally talking to everyone else has not proved that, but okay, I'll take your word for it. Since you're here at the Chasm, you must be here on some important business, in which case I'm sure you must have a permit from Lady Kaching, right? If I put Kaching in my party, will she give me a permit? We don't. Really? I mean, sorry to trouble you, since you must be very familiar with Lady Lingguang. A permit from her might hold still more weight. Could I see it, please? Ma'am. Sir, we don't have a permit. We don't have that either. Well, the Lord of Tianshu is reclusive yet approachable and also has a great vision and good people at heart. Surely he was the one who gave you permission to enter the chasm then. No. Maybe? Paimon, you know the answer is no. In that case, would you mind letting me see your papers? I don't got the papers, dude. The papers not be here. I guess you don't have that either. Well, Miss Ganyu works at Yujing Terrace supporting the Qixing directly, so I'm sure her opinion would be in lockstep with theirs. You at least have her permission, don't you? Ganyu wouldn't come to my account, so no. Actually, you know what? We could have just asked Ganyu to sign off on this. I can, go look for her right now. There's no expression on his face. Yes, quite. This is... So, you've come at a bad time. This is really not the season to be visiting the chasm. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is still working on eliminating a great safety hazard within, so this is very much a danger zone. And we live for danger, so let us in. Just give us the papers and we'll be fine. If you have been commissioned by some merchant to urge us to open the mine faster, then I suggest you read the report I submitted to Shenglu Hall carefully. What is this person talking about exactly? You still owe Len Mora for drinks, don't you forget that. Could you tell me more about the chasm? I kind of want to know more about the chasm. Right, so about the chasm. If you don't intend to leave just yet, you're free to explore the area a bit. But please do keep your actions within the remit of liyue's laws and statutes. I should mention, though, that there is a place I highly recommend you avoid. For example, the great giant fucking gaping hole in the middle of the chasm. Which has a 7-star ray cast over it, by which I mean exactly what I say. It is a sealed place over the area by the Qixing. Well, that's quite the clear explanation. As for the the focal point of the array, it lies in the bedrock keys surrounding the area. These were placed by the Qixing themselves, connected in series. They affix the energy flowing through the array. Sounds like I gotta do a little breaky so that I can get in, right? The area around the bedrock keys have a normal amount of geo-elemental coalescences. It's almost as if the thing beneath yearns to finally emerge. I don't like that. That's giving me... Was it Skyward Sword? I think it was Skyward Sword, where, like, the thing comes out of the ground after it's been sealed away, and then you have to, like, use your sword to, like, lock it back in, and it looks like a giant blob monster with teeth. But I hope that's not the case, because that thing was scary as hell. Never mind me. I was just talking to myself. So yes, that's how things are. Please do not, and I repeat, do not go near the 7-star array, and don't even think about going down there to explore. So what you're saying is I'm going to do some chaos, and I'm going to go down there and explore. The bedrock keys are definitely not losing their structural integrity, and that surrounding areas are most certainly not plagued by any strange geo-elemental convergences, so please don't think of doing any of that at all. But what if I want to do a little pokey poke with my geo, you know? I know what you're going to ask. There are most certainly no precious treasures down there, nor are there any prehistoric fossils to be had, and banish any thought you have about giant ancient ruins. Yes, please do not bear any fruitless expectations towards this place. The way you're saying is all super suspicious. Not even mushrooms will grow down there, nor are there wish-granting stones, and there are definitely no sailors who grow strong just by eating mushrooms. Again, do not get your hopes up. Why are you speaking like this? Please. Yeah, sure, there's no need to be so fierce. Anything else I should look out for? I suggest that you go speak to Ji-Chung first. She's an adventurer hired by the ministry, and she was once a miner there. She knows the chasm's geography like the back of her hand. Also, let me write you a certification real quick. When she sees it, she'll know that you're trustworthy. That said, I must warn you that Ji-Chung is definitely not the sort of person who has trouble standing still, and definitely has no thoughts of undoing the array and having a look underground. I mean, I also need to look underground, so there's no way that she would ever put a team of idle adventurers together to brazenly enter the hazardous areas. As such, you can forget about asking her to help you enter the chasm's mines. Got it. Did you really? As long as you understand, we're good, in which case I won't take up any more of your time. Man, you still Girl, if you understood what I said at all, please stop hanging around this place. If nothing really. All I can do is write weekly reports. Weekly reports? Just a somewhat bothersome, meaningless, but nonetheless necessary document. Why don't you stop writing them? Yeah, that won't do. I have to at least inform people that you've shown up here, you know? The last report was sent out yesterday. In other words, the Ministry of Civil Affairs should get word of your presence here in a couple of days. When that happens, someone might actually drop by and forcibly get you to leave. So if you're free to act before then, got it? Okay. Sounds a little, little sussy sus, but okay. That's good. If it one's for your great deeds in liyue's service, you know what, forget it. Okay. Sure, this whole conversation was weird, but okay. Hey, Ji-Chung, I need... Ooh, there's rocks. Someone definitely did not ask me to come here, and, definitely did not say to open up the chasm officially, but I'm here to help, I guess. Ah, it's you. Hello there. Mooning is the one who introduced me. This is his, paperwork, I guess. Yes, forget about that sheet of paper. I already know who you are just fine. Okay. That Mooning, all he does is put on airs and write papers. Everything's gotta follow this or that or procedure and all that tripe. The stuff makes you look important. I don't care less for that stuff. In any case, your name is already well known throughout the Adventurers Guild. Never mind any of your other contributions to liyue. Well, hey, excuse me, I didn't realize I was that famous, because people don't treat me that way, but I'm that famous? Of course, many new recruits of the guild have heard of your exploits in Dragonspine from Iris. That includes me, Piercing the frigid blizzard to open a path, discovering the ancient forgotten kingdom beneath the ice and frost, reaching the perilous summit, confronting the great change that came over that place with mortal form. I like that you specified mortal form. What does that mean? The things you've experienced, the obstacles you've overcome, the truths you uncovered, that can be summed up in one word: adventure. True adventure. Sure. I hate both of these options. Precisely, I guess? Wow, this is actually quite a shock to Paimon. Are we really that awesome? I don't know. Anytime someone says something like that, that means that's a bait and switch. Haha, and this isn't even mentioning the great battle you had with that sea monster in the Jade Chamber. Now, I wasn't there to witness it, mind you, but I haven't missed a single telling of that story. So there are stories about us too. Of course, they're very popular in the city, If you ask me, I'd say that the Tea Master Liyue and Iron Tongue Chen are both good in their own way, but I prefer Iron... I'm not too familiar with the storytelling tradition. Oh, don't worry, I get it. Iron Tongue Chen's style is definitely not for everyone. I do sometimes find that his choice of words and phrases features too much slang, but as for Liyue, it takes a while to get going, Sometimes they're for 2 hours before you start going, oh, hey, this is pretty good. Some people like that style, but I find it uninteresting. And if you mean to say that this is just a story, it won't get stale, let me say this. If you were food or drink we were talking about, it would surely go bad if you wrapped it up and covered it for half a day without opening it up. So I think I said that I wasn't at all that interested in storytelling, so... Yeah, we don't really know what you mean by all this. Sorry, I got a little too excited there, and I didn't really consider if you were interested in what I was saying. Still, since you're here, are you here at the Cheesing's behest? Did Munich end up revealing some other information to you? Like, don't touch the bedrock keys. There's nothing under the chasm. Ji-chung won't help you. You know, stuff like that. Repeat it over and over. Mooning indeed tell us all that. Is he not supposed to? Because he's bad at doing that. Ha, well, he didn't scare us. Indeed, he wasn't doing that at all. Eh? So all the things he mentioned are true? So what do you tend to say? Well, Muning in the end is a specialist hired by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. If he wanted to ask for help, there's a lot that he's not allowed to reveal to the public. So he can only warn us, and then thus impart the means of getting into the chasm to you in a roundabout way. In essence, when he says you shouldn't, he really means that you can. Does he? What a weird guy. In any case, you also mentioned that he wrote you a certification and told you to come to find me. Yes. That note, which you now carry, means that you have the authorization to travel through the chasm without any obstruction, of course, barring any personal intervention by the Cheesing. And the fact that he suggested you to me means that I should tell you the way into the depths of the chasm. Eh? Muning, what a convoluted way of hinting. Well, for what it's worth, I apologize for all the covering up we're doing, but trust me, we have very good reasons for doing so. I've yet to see why. While the thing that they dug up under the chasm is truly abnormal, our investigations cannot be done with too much pomp and ceremony, lest the people be alarmed. That is the Cheesing standby order. As such, we can only function under the cover of a no-entry order, secretly gathering explorers and scholars to enter the chasm and conduct investigations. This is all to, if necessary where possible, stave off the crisis that festers beneath the earth. Okay. So all the people at the encampment were... That's right. They were all brought on as support staff. They're all pretty reliable. Well, mostly. Yeah, I talked to the bard. I don't know why you need him here, but y'all do you, okay? That you came here is also no coincidence. More than one big shot in the Cheesing has already recommended that we enlist in your aid, and honestly, we've little reason not to comply. In any case, it was also said that your aid is not necessarily difficult to enlist. Excuse me, maybe I should start being a little bit more picky about what I choose for adventuring and stuff. You know, I'm just here to find my sister, and if y'all think that it's that easy for me to come around and help y'all, then maybe I won't do it, you know? It doesn't mean that we were tricked. Huh. Oh, is that how it is? See you then. Are we at least gonna ask them what they're offering? I don't need more effort. I have morals. Okay, how much are you offering? Please wait. I was just passing on my superior's message. Those were her words, not mine. Let me just take those words back, all right? Bye. Come now, this is the Cheesing we're talking about. They won't shortchange you for aid. It's not as if I'm short of more or anything, or I don't exactly need help putting up missing posters at this time. I'm not short of more. I kind of am short of more. I don't need help putting up missing people's posters at this time. You know, I still gotta find my sister. That's the only reason why I'm here. So, you know, having to do all this is a little bit inconvenient. Then why don't you ask for someone else this time? Well, if we could mitigate the safety hazard at the chasm, any underground treasures or valuables would be given to the ones who discover them. This is a special privilege given by the Cheesing, just for the two of you. Really? No tricks now. Well, and Paimon's treasure time begins once again. Well, you see, the chasm is such a big place. Imagine how the treasures there are going to be for the taking. All right, can we safely say that you've accepted this commission then? I'll do it for you, Paimon, because Paimon wants the treasure, and I'll do it for her. Hey, that's right! Again, let me apologize for wasting your time on all these other things. Let's get down to business, shall we? To defeat the Huns? If you wish to enter the chasm, we first need to find an adjuvant made from material known as lumenstone. Only with it can we move in the dark down there. Only those with visions can use this adjuvant, but considering that you can use elemental energies without a vision, my guess that you should have no problem making use of the adjuvant. So where do we find said adjuvant? In a warehouse to the south. The warehouse is well guarded, so it should be pretty secure. Just come back with it once you got a hold of the catalyst. Okay, go to the miner's warehouse. It's time for some thievery! Come on, no one's guarding this place at all! Ooh. Alright, stop moving all that useless stuff and grab more things. Oh crap! We think he's coming! Hi, my traveler's not built. So, Hu Tao, do your job. Create death. Alright. This should be the thing that Qisheng was talking about, right? Let's take it with us. A lumenstone. Okay. Yoink. I got a lumenstone, I guess. We're back, you big liar! Me? What happened? No one was guarding the warehouse at all. There were even treasure hoarders over there. And even they were wondering why no one was guarding the place. Huh? That shouldn't be the case. When I was guarding the place, the treasure hoarders wouldn't even dare come near it. Wait a moment. Who did you say was guarding the warehouse again? Me? Well, are you guarding it right now? Well, come on now. Which adventurer in their right mind would let themselves be tied down with such a boring task? Am I right? Ma'am? Ah, right. Ma'am, you good? Like, ugh. Okay, well, putting your dereplication of duty to one side for the time being, let's talk about how we'll undo the array instead, shall we? Right. Why do I think she has an ulterior motive? Like, I don't know. She seems a little bit sus. Honestly, I'm not too sure about how the bedrock keys work, but you could start from looking over into these cage-shaped geo-elemental formalities over there. Okay, what's that? These strange formations have been puzzling the Ministry of Civil Affairs for some time now. They seem to have grown up from the bedrock of the chasm over the last 2 years, and their properties are very similar to those of the Thing underground. I don't like that you keep mentioning the Thing underground without telling me what the hell the Thing is. Like, We say this because they can undergo some kind of disintegration when under the influence of the anomalies. You're saying a lot of big words for someone who has no idea what the fuck's going on. Later, Huisheng's Hall investigation revealed that they've been absorbing geo-elemental energy from the surroundings, slowly eroding the structure of the bedrock keys. It is a most ominous phenomenon, almost like this something is consciously trying to break the sealing array. We have to clear them out twice every month, but they always grow back quickly, and they've only grown back quicker over time. Perhaps that thing below is growing restless, and that's why the Qixing has sent us to investigate. Ooh, it does work. Okay. Well, for how should we remove the bedrock keys? We could try hitting the formations and use the shards they release to affect the bedrock keys, perhaps. With Geo? That work? Oh! So you just projectile it. Pew pew! Pew pew, go! Oh! It moved. Did that work? Am I doing it? Pew pew! There we go. Well, that should do it. That worked. You undid the bindings on the bedrock key so easily. I guess we were right to put the faith in you two. Why do I feel like I don't trust her, right? I don't trust her at all. Why do I feel like she's working for the Fatui? I'm just saying. I'm quite sure we damaged public property. Won't the Chasing investigate this matter? Muning has already sent damage report ahead of us, so technically bedrock keys were damaged before we arrived, not after. That's a little sus, and I hate all of this. Thank you. Well, that leaves 4 more that we need to handle. Ah, yes, I've drawn a basic diagram that shows where the 3 of 4 are. I hope it'll be good use to you. Man, I don't want to do this. As for the last one, honestly, I'm not very sure where that is anymore. After the miners were dismissed, can't read. There was a sea-page incident in that mine, causing the cylinder to be submerged under the water. In any case, just settle the other 3 sites. We'll meet up after that and think about what to do next. Not coming along with us to help us do the work, you know? Not this time. I mean, I was originally assigned to guard the warehouse, but thanks to my slip-up, I nearly let the treasure hoarders in there. Honestly, I'm already in your debt for not reporting my error. So why am I doing this extra work? Things could get bad if Muning catches me and puts me on the trail of some errands again, so I'll just stand guards as I should. For now. So I believe that this riddle will be no match for the 2 of you all. Why am I just doing everyone's work for them? I don't want to be here. Aim and fire. Well, there's that one done. Stop, please, let us explain. Aren't you guys just a bunch of treasure hoarders? Just turn yourselves in, there's nothing to explain around here. Millilith Squad Leader Yambo, the Chasm District, at your service. It's an honor to meet you. Oh, y'all Millilith people? Oopsie. Maybe don't dress up as treasure hoarders? And your most eminent flying companion? Hey, it's Paimon to you, mister! Ha, I apologize, I'm very sorry, but I think there's been a small misunderstanding here. So, you're not treasure hoarders, you're actually Millilith. I apologize for the lack of explanations. In fact, we thought that you were saboteurs yourselves. Well, from a certain point of view... well, you're not wrong to say that this area was indeed one of the treasure hoarders' lairs. After their workers were dismissed, those weasels wormed their way in here. At first they were just mining, smuggling some glazed sand crystal and playing hide and seek with our patrols. They would grow bolder as time went on, even breaking into and occupying the old warehouse that the miners left behind. They even used the tools there to make their own cheap little trinkets to sell. Huh. Breaks my heart every time. What breaks your heart? Them making cheap little trinkets to sell? Such rough-honed trinkets can only be used to cheat first-time visitors to liyue or some ivory tower scholars. And I'll bet that they'll try to get them on the market using lower prices too, perhaps even try undermining some legitimate brands. It's not like they got any brand power themselves, right? That's true. I suppose it's a joke in poor taste to think that they made good moro off of this. That's why we came here, took care of the treasure hoarders who originally held this position before disguising ourselves as them and lying in wait. Well, that was a while back now. We had managed to ascertain thus far that one of their leaders is in contact with a branch of the Fatui, and that they may be preparing a transaction involving dangerous items. Huh. About the contract with the Fatui. Although we foiled the Fatui's plots before, they maintain some strength out here in the wilds. Their professionalism and combat prowess are not to be underestimated. Indeed, we consider them opponents of the utmost peril. If they were to team up with the treasure hoarders to go against us, it could pose a very tricky security risk indeed. Whatever the case, we were fully prepared for an all-out assault. Just needed to catch them all in one fell swoop. Then we'd have known what they were up to. And that's when we arrived! I mean, we knew that you were good, but we didn't think that you were this good. You pretty much encapsulated about half of the people under my command. Of course, we are here for another reason. This is where one of the bedrock keys that holds up the 7-star array is located. We wouldn't allow that to fall into any treasure hoarder's hands. Well, looks like we beat up the wrong people this time. Well, yes, but as I said, the fault was ours first. Wow, this guy's pretty easygoing, huh? Does that mean we can leave? So just because I don't blame you doesn't mean that liyue's laws won't. Sorry about that. Finish your sentence next time, would you? Let me see. Battery and assault, obstructing the Millelith in their duties, attempting to destroy the 7-star array, and damaging premises. Even with the Millelith's consideration, congratulations, you'll be offered food and board in liyue for an extra 5 to 10 years. Do I get a lawyer? Can we get Yanfei up in this case? You know I could have hit you a lot harder? Bro, we could have socked you, you know, go pow-pow. We're just batting some annoying-looking people around after all. You guys are wearing treasure hoarder uniforms. Come on! But, please, let me finish. However, if law-abiding citizens or Outlander guests might use legal means to assist the Millelith in their duties, they can gain reward and compensation due to them. This, too, is the law of the land. Dude, I need you to finish your sentences sometimes, please. But don't worry, that fight previously was not utterly in vain. For you, I guess. So what do you get from helping you? Well, stolen goods would not be so casually moved, but if you're willing to aid us, any items that you may coincidentally find along the way, for example, a treasure hoarder secret stash or something, is yours to do with as you please. We also have some more on us, which I hope you won't mind having. It's not a lot, but we weren't counting on needing outside help like this either. So that means no jail time and treasures to be had, is that right? Yes. Alrighty then, you've got yourself a deal, mister. Lead the way. First of all, Paimon, I haven't. Alright, don't be too reserved now. I'm gonna head to our rendezvous point to await further orders. Catch up soon, or we'll act first. Okay, come on, let's follow him. Hey, come on, we're assisting official duties, you know, and there's more to be had, too. You. Let's go. We big brain in this chat. You know, we're just experts at destroying things. You know, we're just that good. Yeah. We're back. The 3 bedrock keys have all been destroyed. Shh. What's up all of a sudden? What happened? Are there enemies nearby? Enemies? Where? Don't start. It's nothing much. Just the earth shaking, that's all. Just the earth shaking! Perhaps the mountain rocks are being destabilized by the loosening of the seal. Do you feel it? I don't like the fact that you're saying that the fucking ground is shaking beneath our feet. Not at all. You fly, so of course you don't. Ah, that's a good point. I guess it's just a miner's instinct. If you grew up in a mine since you were young, you know a thing or two about the language of the stones. Okay. Wait, watch out! Whoa, the ground really is shaking. Paimon's having trouble standing straight. You don't stand at all. The ground, the shaking stopped? Looks like it's over now. Thankfully, we were above ground. If we were in the mines when this earthquake happened, hopefully Muning and the others don't blame this on us. But now the ceiling array's power has been greatly decreased. We just need to deal with that last bedrock key. Let's go! Speaking of which, the old miners used to call the passing earthquakes Akada's breath. Oh, Adaka? What's that? Oh, Paimon knows! Must be some plump giant buried beneath the mountains whose snorts caused the mountains to shake. Well, that's not quite right, but it isn't far off either. So which one is it? Adaka was the king who ruled Tenshu Valley in ancient times, a dragon king. It's said that he defeated here by Lord Geo's martial mastery and sealed somewhere in Jian Kars, which he still is here today. The story sounds familiar. Hey, don't you mean Azshtaha? Maybe? I mean, there's ones who spoke confidently of the Dragon King's tale were the old folks, and then I can't read the rest of it. Still, the goal of the adventure is to get close to
wine tastes the same as...
Jolie, we're talking about your past deeds. You cannot see me. I don't want to be here. Please leave. Ah, this one only had 2. Last one had 4. Ooh. Ooh, big shiny glowy thing. I want to jump down. And suddenly the monsters disappeared. Very impressive. That should be the last one. With this, the array sealing the chasm had dissipated, and we can explore the area underground. That said, we should probably go and play Muning if visit first. Not like that he's gonna do anything other than scold us, though. Man, why do I gotta... Okay, automatic teleport. Why do I gotta do that? See, what did I say? You weren't guarding the warehouse you should have at all. You really done it this time, Jichong. How are you gonna resolve this matter, huh? Are you gonna take responsibility for undoing the array of your accord? Can you? Ah, you see here. So, how are you going to explain the destroying the bedrock keys? From an aesthetic point of view, the place looks better without them. If you really wanted to stop me, you'd have chased me off some time ago now. You... Alright, you're taking responsibility for this. As for the rest, we'll wait for the Chising to make their judgment first. Don't you worry. Weenie only gets mad at people who don't care. Otherwise, he's just a worrywart, not a bad person. Well, let's leave his crappy temper aside first. Once you're ready, I'll round everyone up to follow you down into the mines. Our purpose this time is to reach the deepest level of the chasm, map it, and investigate the anomalies. Ah yes, I almost forgot. Welcome to the Chasm Exploration Team. If you'll allow me a bit of your time, let me introduce you to the team. This is Khedive, a scholar specifically called in from Sumeru. His specialties are ores and biology. He is this explorations team leading man, well, in scientific and financial matters at least. This is Jinwoo, who's in charge of safety, the repair and maintenance of any facilities we use, and our security is ensured by her. And this is Taliesin. He's a bard from Mondstadt, and goodness knows why he's insisted on coming down here with us. Bro, I don't know either, but for some reason, all the useless people in the party tend to be the most helpful, so... Also, perhaps you'll discover new allies once you get down to the mines, eh? Haha, who knows? Why are you trying to allude to something that I don't want to deal with? And last but not least, you have me, the super hands-on surveyor. My job is to help scout the way forward and draw maps, which I'll share with you all, of course. Well, please head over to the crane by the mines once you're ready. Originally, it was meant to transport goods, but it can also bring a few people up and down the mines, no problem. That said, since you have your wind glider, I suppose that you'd be fine even without a crane, huh? Alright, we're at the mouth. The chasm's maw. I don't like that it's called a maw. Enter the mines of the chasm. These are so square. I don't like that. It's giving me, that Unknown Gods vibes, you know? Ooh, there was a seal in there before, but now it's just a deep, dark pit, and I'm terrified. I don't like this. Ah, Jolie! Jolie! No, I'm scared. I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in. It looks like the back of a Yu-Gi-Oh card, I'm not gonna lie. What if I just dive in without talking to the rest of them? Let's go! Dark down here. I don't like it. Ew, this air sure is familiar. It's been a long time since I came down in these mines. Don't get careless, Chunk. I, for one, smell something unfamiliar. I mean, we couldn't jump straight down. Maybe we were just distracted by the swaying of the crane. You spent too much time above ground. I didn't smell anything at all. Do all of you miners have such keen noses? A lack of a good nose could forfeit you for life down here. That said, we should still be fine. The finches are still quite lively. Oh, y'all sent finches down here already. Okay, that's good. At least someone can see how much, you know, oxygen is down here. Look, the Lumen Spear has grown all the way down here too, which wasn't the case last time we came down here. Wow, that really did happen. Let's go have a look. No, feels like someone just stole Paimon's thunder. Yoink! To think that Lumenspar would appear so close to the surface, I was always in the opinion that these things would not appear in more structurally vulnerable areas. There are fragments of that thing underground. Stop saying thing! I don't like the pronoun game. Traveling up the veins of the rock before finally arriving here. Hey, stop spouting nonsense. They were originally rocks from the local area, which is why they became like this. They just underwent some kind of transmutation process and formed crystals is all. The analysis that the Chising commissioned us to conduct revealed that they're by and large made of ore from the local area. They've just been affected by some outside force, thus creating these strange crystals. Ah, look over there! That crystal looks like the adjuvant that you have with you. Why don't you take the luminescent stone adjuvant and have a look? Ah, that's right. The adjuvant is made of the same material as these crystals. These formations will thus naturally react to one another on account of that similarity. Huh. I don't like that. Hey, is that all you have to say? Don't fight, you two? We're not fighting. This is how we talk. Yeah, we're not. What I mean to say is that it doesn't matter whether you're fighting or not. Jisheng and I need to set up a temporary camp up ahead, so don't run off while you're doing that. Crystals we discover will become very useful in our subsequent exploration. If you find anything after this, please make sure to contact me. My skills haven't rusted away just yet, so I can help you in the process of some raw ore. I believe that will prove quite useful for you on your venture. And, also, don't fight, alright? Fine! Got it. Understood. That's a good pair, kiddos. Kiddos? I'm possibly 500 years older than you. Just... I'll get you some candy later. Anyway, if you find anything strange nearby, please report it in a timely fashion. You know what? I would like some candy. That'd be nice. Actually, do you remember what Jinwoo said the last time about Uncle He? I haven't forgotten. And since you're here, could you help me out once again? No! I wanted to look for my sister! Why am I in the goddamn chasm? Uncle He is our senior here in the mine. Several years ago, he was one of those that went missing when we chasm miners were dispersed. He's hard of hearing and may not have heard the alerts. The pensions from Huishin Hall and Xinglu Hall are quite generous, and his family has already long arranged for his funeral. But although I'm not much of a believer in the supernatural, I can't help but feel that he's alive here somewhere. He really was an old hand. Whether it was avoiding disasters in the mine or how to escape or how to wait for rescue, he knew it all. Taught me a lot of it too. That's why I believe he must be alive down here somewhere. Even now, I won't give up searching for him. I'll point you to a few places where he was sighted before he disappeared. Who knows? You might still be able to find some clues here. As for me, I'll be exploring the deeper parts of the mining caverns. Oh yes, don't forget your candy now. Not coming with us? She still needs to help us draw some maps. The pathways of the chasm's underground mines are intricate and complex, so we won't get very far at all without those maps. Oh god, okay, so I don't know where I'm going. There's nothing to light up the place. What is this? What is that? What is that? I don't want to do that. Ooh, what is that purple thingy over there? That's some abyss shit. That is some abyss shit right over there. I don't like that. What a horrible smell. Do you smell it too? Whatever it is, I don't know what she said, so I'm gonna touch it. The light is fading. My crystal lamp should last for another 4 hours. There's not much food left. I should be able to find the water filter from memory, but we must find a new source of light. Huh, those lights are floating, or are they walking? Am I starting to see things due to a lack of oxygen? When I get too near the black magma, my thoughts grow jumbled and my senses become agitated. When I stand close to these crystals, these deleterious effects retreat greatly. Once I heard little Jinwoo say some adjuvant thing can be used to store energy from these crystals. I should ask her about that when I get back to the surface. My ears itch. I can hear someone calling out to me, telling me that there's water in the depths. Mushrooms? Oh dear, I feel that I must be going quite insane. Some strange black magma is oozing out of the depths of the earth. I'm not sure if calling it magma is precise, but it looks very ominous. Best not to get near it. I went deeper still and retrieved some strange mushrooms. I'm not sure if they're edible or not. The magma seems to have attracted some elemental life forms. Now, if they can eat it, perhaps I could too. No, something's wrong. Something's gone wrong with these little things. I'd better leave. This surely not to be taken for sustenance. Once you get used to it, mushrooms don't actually taste too bad. It might be best to relocate to a spot where mushrooms might be found and to make camp there. Well, these should be the places that Jinwoo mentioned. Let's head back and look for her. Oh, you're back. Uncle He left this behind. Huh? He did he? Go on, then tell me. You tell Jinwoo about what you found earlier. Black magma, lumenstone, and mushrooms? Huh, that's weird, and familiar sort of weird too. Let's head back to the encampment. It'd be best not to linger here. Here we are. Strange. Where did Jicheng run off to? Hey, Jicheng! I'll wager she's gone off running to some other corner of this place to draw her maps again. Ji-Chung in danger? Not yet, no, but if she keeps running off without informing me, she'll be quite soon. She drew this just after you left. Probably gone deeper to explore. Please tell her for me that she should quit leaving everyone else behind to go running off by herself. If anything bad happens, we're all gonna get dragged down with her. Jinwoo's fist is no mercy, I tell you. That sounds scary. Pretty scary indeed. Alright then, less idle talk, more action. You can help me set up here, or you can go scout ahead. Sorry for not the most courteous character. I just want the things I do to be of use to everyone. Ah, yes, by the way, if you see some raw luminescence ore along the way, bring some to me. I'll find some way to turn them into more effective adjuvants. As far as my experience can tell me, these things will be very useful down in the mines. Map? Oof. Okay. At least we have part of a map. Enhance luminescent adjuvant. Collect lumen spar and lumen stow ore, and then I can't read the rest because every time they think I can read really fast, I can't. Ah, it's you. You're here. Jinwoo has some words for you. You know, she's kind of angry that you kind of ran off. It's that whole spiel about safety again, isn't it? I'm sick of hearing it lately. I grew up in the mines too. What wouldn't I know about the hazards down here, huh? As for any unknown dangers, our seniors always used to use their experience to judge whether things were dangerous or not, and in the end, they used the results to rationalize their experiences instead. I've had it up to here with their arrogance. I'm sure you feel similarly as a senior adventurer, don't you? Iris was able to scare you off climbing Dragon Spine just by giving you the standard safety talk. You would have missed out on so much adventure. Alright, stop trying to persuade me. I don't want to argue with you over something this dumb. Can we just, you know, change the topic? You've been talking this whole time. I have not been having a conversation with you, but okay. I mean, look over here. I'm currently studying the terrain over here. All the better to draw our maps. It's just that I found the way ahead is blocked by some strange stuff. If you could take some samples or pictures of it, I'm sure that both the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Adventurers Guild would be quite pleased. I would have done it, but I dropped my camera while descending into the mine, so I can only rely on you now. Also, there are a few other spots, yep. Here and here. I found tracks of treasure hoarders in these areas. Sorry, which place is where now? Paimon didn't understand you at all. You just drew a bunch of X's and lines. Sorry, just a force of habit. I always forget that not everyone is born with a natural instinct of cartography. But it's alright. I'll follow you and show you the way ahead. You can approach any of these few locations first, so pick whichever one you like. Okay. But be careful, because we're on the move. Thanks for your concern. I'll keep that in mind. She won't. She's not going to keep that in mind. Those treasure hoarders have imprisoned someone. Is this human trafficking? Paimon thinks you're overestimating their courage.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Shadow's dead. Rock, destabilize everything. We
should replace my hammer.
You're on the edge, though. I don't want to deal with you. Help me, I'm here. Oh, that's where the agate was, but that's not where the person is. Where are you? Are you Fatui? Okay. Fatui, oh, former treasure hoarder. Yeah, thank you for saving my life. Wait a moment, I remember you. You're that Teleptico guy from back in the mine. What? No, but that was... I don't sell any fake medicines. I am Clitifo. Yes, but not the one that's into pharmaceuticals. No, sir. So the medicine you sold were fake. What? No, impossible. The medicines I sell are 100% the real deal. I mean, you saw the miners. They drank it. They felt great. And didn't you say that you were the non-pharmaceutical Clitifo? Alright, that was after my life selling medicines ended, and it all ended when that Telefico sold fakes under my false identity. Okay. He sold fake medicines under a false name and ruined my reputation. That's right, that's why I swore off selling medicines forever. Okay. And just as I was changing tacks, I was captured by that band of treasure hoarders. But yes, that charlatan is truly despicable. You're believing this? Yup, he's a real piece of work. To want to trick those in the same business as him like that. So what was the false name of this Talifico again? Cliffo. Bro, they all stupid. They all stupid. Oh my god. Wait, no, Cliffo isn't a fake name. It's a real one. Doesn't that make Talifico a fake name? No, wait, yes, he took my name falsely, so Cliffo is now a false name. We're clear with that now, right? Oh, so Talifico became a real name. What a shame. I think he's lying. What's a shame? You nearly confessed without having us try too hard. Let's take him back up. The Millith have a lot of questions for him, most likely. Or we can deal with him right now. I can throw a rock in his face and everything can end. What? Hey, this isn't time for such jokes. Paimon thinks it's pretty funny. But you're not laughing. And no, this isn't funny at all. You're right. Actually, it's because we're about to get serious. Wait a moment. This isn't the time for interrogation. I don't know about you, but carrying a treasure hoarder you scared half to death doesn't appeal to me one bit. Either way, let's take him back to camp first. Hey, take me along, would you? I'll be useful to you. I mean, as you can see, I've been kicked out of the treasure hoarders. So now I'm an upstanding citizen again, you know? Oh, so that's what counts for upstanding citizen to you now, huh? And what are your skills again? I can make explosives that are icy. Not fake medicine? Oh. Why that? Okay. Why'd that pick that for me, but okay. And your explosives aren't fake either? No, they're for real this time. I'm not at liberty to include you on the team. As for how we should deal with you, Jean would be better if judged that. I guess she'll just hand you over to the Millith. We'll keep an eye on you. All treasure hoarders are not to be trusted, let alone someone who sells fake medicine. Oh, come on, I don't do that anymore. Oh, we know. Let's just go, shall we? Alchemist's sake. Okay. Ever since the array was broken, many secret... I can't read. These guys are most likely involved ore smuggling rings back in liyue. And then I can't read the rest of it because... I hate that the dialogue doesn't let me read things. Why are there so many Fatui down here? That's my question. What are they all doing down here? If the chasm's been sealed for this long, have they been trapped down here? Do they know of Child's, like, whole, you know, ring asile from the depths kind of thing? The whole... They probably don't even know that Rex Lapis, air quotes, died. Oh, there you are. Let's go.
Another test subject.
Why is it you again?
This is order.
It's Paimon's sign. Yeah, let's get out of here. The deal's off. Alright. Examine the giant cannon. Ooh! Break things, break things, break things, break things. The locking mechanism hasn't rusted away yet. In fact, it looks like it's been lubricated. Looks like someone's maintained it even after the mine was sealed. The breach also looks whole. It's just the safety that is currently locked down. What is he talking about? The tunnels ahead were sealed using large rocks when the miners were dispersed. Looks like that's where we're going to need to use this cannon again. What the frick is this and why is it running around? Is that a weasel? Why is it purple? But without any shots, cannons, no matter how large, are useless. As such, we need to find ourselves some. Don't say it like I don't know that, Mr. Know-It-All. Yeah, stop mansplaining, even though Ji-Chung is also on my nerves. But there's a storeroom nearby that should contain the cannon shot. With any luck, not all of it was moved away when the miners were dismissed. Let's head that way then. Let's go. Why are we cooperating with you again? This is the place. Ugh, the gate's locked. I realize that she keeps coughing. I'm sorry, but could you cover your mouth while you're doing that? Looks like we'll need to use 2 keys at once to open the door. Oh, come on. Why are you liyue people all so conscientious about the silliest things? Oh, cut the useless chatter. See that notice pasted on the gate? Nothing else that tells us our cannonballs can be found within. Well, that's one thing. But how do we know if the fuses have been well preserved or not? I wouldn't get our hopes up just yet. Oh, great. We have an optimist over here. Cut it with the quitter talk, would you? seriously, what am I doing listening to a treasure hoarder down us left and right? Tifo does have a point there, but either way, we need to open this gate first. Exactly. Don't you two fight now, alright? You said it, Paimon. Alright, let's continue. Maybe Jinwoo knows how to open this gate. We'll be pretty busy after it opens, too. We'll have to activate a signaling device just to get the breach open. Jinwoo said that there should be an observation point for the demolitions team that overlooks the cannon, and I'll be able to adjust the signal from there, which will then unlock the cannon from a safe distance. Oh, it was probably a thing that I kept pressing and didn't know what to do with before. Oops. Ooh, Lumenstone. This is the place. Take a few pictures if you would. Camera is adjusted to correct angle. So do I need to do anything? Why did we focus up here when there's a big black, like, pus-looking thing down here? This looks like that dark thingamajig that we saw earlier. Have you seen this before? That's right, and Jinwoo told us to warn you to be careful too. And did you listen? No! We love Paimon sass. Oh no, monsters incoming! Where? Oh! Abyss mages. Hi, how are you? Bye. I don't like fighting in this narrow passageway. It's a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Something's amiss. There weren't even monsters here before. I can't read the rest of the dialogue because you coughed in my face, but okay. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to take several steps back from me and, like, wear a mask. Thank you. This should be the second place. Where'd it go? Well, fine. Since the anomaly here is gone, I can't read the rest of the dialogue. Oh. Hello? Ma'am? Person? Eek, who was that? Did you see that? No, I didn't. Anyway, stop shouting. You scared me half to death. Paimon wasn't being very nosy. Guess we got done our jobs. Let's head back to the camp to look for... Please let me read the dialogue. If there's one thing that has been irritating me this entire time is the fact that I cannot finish reading the dialogue before it disappears. Let me read the dialogue. This is all thanks to you. Please take this. Thanks. Ah, come on. There's no need to be so polite. I mean, Habib's been the one forking out all the Mora. Oh, wait, shh. Best we be quiet, lest that stingy scholar from Sumeru hears us. Shall we go back and look for Jinwoo? We can probably probe her experienced mind concerning some of the questions we had on the way. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to cough into your elbow and wear a mask. You know something? Jinwoo doesn't like talking about this, but just like how you're famous for your exploits in Dragon's Mine, she was also quite the famous figure down in the mines. I heard that she helped guide the Millilith search for parties, and that they saved a lot of people together. Still, those things are in the past now. I shan't mention them too much, lest she gets mad again. Alright, I won't keep you any longer. Please, because I'd like to get at least more than 6 feet away from you. Ah, you're back. Pitiful, what are you doing down here? Well, you know this guy, Jinwoo? Yes, he used to sell fake medicines above ground. He'd go around advertising this real man's meds nonsense, only for the workers to buy it and find that it was just Valberry jam. Sounds like marketing of the current world, but sure. Well, it wasn't harmful, it was just cheap and pretty tasty. It was chilled in ice too, so it was, all things considered, a way better deal than drinks purchased from a long way off the city. So, you fell in with the treasure hoarders in the meantime, have you? You can say that, kinda. How'd you know that he... You got a lot to learn, kiddo. I wouldn't spend 20-odd years of my life down in these mines for nothing, you know? You can wash the soot off your face, but you can't change the color of your hands, they're dyed. Alright then, tell me, what can you do? We don't feed idlers around here. He's mucked up every job the hoarders gave him. He claims he can make explosives. He make things go boom like Lee. Well, now I guess that alchemy you learned has finally been put to some use, huh? Well, we do need a demolitions team at the moment. Wait, didn't we get in touch with a demolitions expert from Mondstadt? Why do we need to count on him? A demolitions expert is Klee? Oh, you mean her? So, Muning received an apology letter just this morning saying that the kid had blown the stove right off at this restaurant called Good Hunter and got grounded as a result. Oh. Yeah, don't bring Klee here, dude. Even her guardian, I guess? This guy called the cavalry captain, I think. Either way, he got grounded too, and he was supposed to come with her. No, you're telling me we could have had Kaya and Klee on this quest, but Klee had to blow something up? Klee, please. No, I want to see Kaya and Klee together on a mission. Wait. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe it's some kind of code for people in Mondstadt. Either way, she's not coming. Who might that be? Should we call this fortune or misfortune? Cliffo here might actually be the safer choice. I mean, yes, you're right, because he is an adult, I guess, who can manage explosives, and Klee is literally a fucking child. But, why did Kaya get grounded, is my question. What happened? All right, I know that Good Hunter got blown up, but what exactly would warrant both Klee and Kaya getting locked up in solitary confinement? Please tell me that. So even you think so, huh? Well, I guess it's your lucky day, Cliffo. Come on, Shichong. Cliffo here's from Mondstadt, so he's not too far off the marker where we're looking for. He'll serve. Stop covering up for Kaya. He probably aided her in the blowing up process. You know what? I bet it was a bet that gone awry. I bet you what happened was that, like, Diluc walked by and suddenly, like, Kaya started edging him on, and then somehow Klee ended up blowing up a stove. Thank you, Jinwoos. Thanks so much. So, I guess I count as a member of the team now? Once you proved your worth. Well, I've got no faith in this fellow. The demolitions team is a key opponent. Lives will be at stake, and we are giving this to a treasure hoarder. Oh, quit your yammering, you. I've known this kid way longer you have. He's not a bad person. Never had the courage to, anyway. Just give him some time. So, other than meeting some new friends, were you here for anything else? A map. Well, the paths to the lower levels have been sealed off by stone, so we're going to use the Mountainator? Is that what we're calling it? The Mountainator to clear its path? The Mountainator, eh? Bro, who are you, Dr. Doofenshmirtz? What are you laughing about? The Mountainator, they called it. Stop kidding. Hey, come on. Sorry, I mean, call me old-fashioned, but the engineering department, we called this the Safe Blasting Mechanism 2156. That's also a shit name. I'd rather call it the Mountainator. I suppose Mountainator works too. It's a cute nickname, no doubt. You want to use the cannon? It's a shame I wasn't part of the demolition crew and I need to take care of the camp over here. Still, I think that you should be able to find a manual nearby. Ah, right. I also believe that the keys to the facility should also have been hidden separately in 2 different water filtration devices. Let me mark them on the map for you. Wait, what? Isn't this the same as hiding your house keys under the doormat? What kind of security measure is that? Well, you say that, but the chasm was never a place that ordinary people could access. Even if people with other intentions entered, it's not entirely that they would immediately think to find 2 keys in such obvious places. Am I right, my treasure hoarder friend? Ugh, well, AirJ wasn't able to find the storehouse keys, that's for sure. What? That idiot doesn't count? But anyway, I need to continue working on these maps, so I'll leave Clitifo to you guys. You're not worried about him? I'll keep a close watch on him. Who knows if he's got some poisonous plans against us. Even if Jinwoo trusts him, I won't let my guard down. I can't be at ease until he's in the hands of the Millith. Keep an eye on this guy. Don't give him any chance to try anything. Alright, now that you know where the storehouse keys are, don't disturb me any further, alright? By the way, you must have seen some raw Luminsoul ore on the way here, right? If you need to, come look for me and I'll help you polish them up. They're actually pretty good as adjuvants down in this place. They seem to have the power to restrain encroachment of that black mud-like substance, almost that they were born to be enemies. The principle of how that works escaped me, though. What can I say? I'm not all that learned outside my profession. But once you see that thing, I think you'll understand. Can we stop playing this stupid pronoun game for what the thing is? What are you talking about? A water filtration device. Is that a big thing? Why is it covered in goop? touched it twice. Where do I have to look for it? It's literally standing in front of me, but okay. Seriously, who would hide a key here? Well, I found it, so... Geo? Yoink! What a weird place to hide a key. Especially since who... The only person that would be able to unlock that is someone who has Geo. We have it, blow it up. We found the cannonballs, they're in perfect shape. How did the fuses look? Not great, they can't be used anymore. How'd that happen? Fuses here have all been designed that they were activated by a catalytic reaction with Geo, but the anomalies down here in the mines must have affected them. The geocatalytic elements within the fuses have all turned into these strange inert blue crystal. They're all useless. Well, that's not good. We weren't prepared for such strange going-ons. Well, there are definitely some words in there that Paimon did not get at all. So what happens to those cannonballs without the fuses? That's not a very bright question. I don't know shit about explosions, okay? So shut the fuck up, dude. Yeah, what was that again? Paimon can hear you. Nothing. I am just saying that without the fuses, none of the cannonballs would explode, even if you kick them around like a ball. Because, well, the fuse is what makes the explosive material explode. You know, the fuse reacts with Geo, and then within the contents of the cannonball, and then boom, right? Yes, boom. But without the fuses, these cannonballs won't explode at all. Ugh, this is gonna be tough. Aren't the Geo reactions within themselves inert? That's basic alchemical knowledge, that is. However, the potential energy within the elements can be quite hard to estimate. For example, if you were to pressurize geo-elemental particles such as that, they would densely be packed inside a small vessel. An elemental reaction would generate significant explosive force all the same. Huh! That reminds Paimon of the curious abilities used by people with geo-visions. Huh! Where did they hide all the geo-elements they use? The principles work differently for elemental users. That's a completely separate matter to how the miners of liyue made ad hoc fuses. You know, how does a treasure hoarder from Mondstadt like you know all this stuff better than the people from liyue? Wanna guess? Ah, can we hit this guy already? Come now, Paimon, sit. It's okay. It's fine. We'll get our revenge another way. Hey, Paimon's not your dog or something. Well, if you trust me, I could make a simple fuse here at the crafting bench. Yeah, you know what? It's not that we don't trust you, but you are a treasure hoarder, and you're not a miner either. Who's to say you won't blow us all sky high? And even if Paimon does trust you, not like the Traveler would, well, the job's all yours. Didn't Chai Kong say? Alright, stop explaining already. What's what Paimon going to do about you? Well, here's the thing. I doubt he risked blowing himself sky high as well. If you ask Paimon, this is how all the bad guys in stories would want it to go. But since you say so, Paimon will listen to what he has to say. Alright, Clutifo, go ahead. Don't be fucking rude, bitch. Not that hard, actually. It's just that there's some minute risk involved, in case you're worried. We just need to get one vial of unmoving essential oil with double the usual density. Isn't that some kind of potion? Exactly. As I said earlier, a double density potion can also serve to catalyze an elemental explosion. I used the principle to collapse some tunnels during my time with the treasure. Sorry, never mind, I said that. It's fine, we don't really care about you hoarder days. If I might ask, how minute was this risk? Well, if an accidental explosion occurs, which it might, considering the unstable nature of the concentrated essential oils, the explosion couldn't be able to drastically alter any geological formations. Oh, that's a pretty small explosion then. That's fine. Paimon's not too worried. That said, any organic matter within the explosiate radius might experience disintegration, breakage, leakage, separation, and no need for the jargon, I get it. Paimon didn't get it, but sure it sounds scary. Kadib has set up a crafting bench back at camp, but we can't first attempt to follow the formula to make the essential oils here. If we don't have enough materials on hand, you can find some other way to get essential oil we need, and we can continue from there, but please keep the formula with you. Just follow it and we'll be fine. In any case, please be careful when walking around with said oil. Shake it too much or drop it accidentally, and there might be an explosive accident. Right. scare us already. Learned how to craft special and moving oils.
Doesn't rhyme this way.
Earth, water, wind, and fire, craft for me what I desire. And I can make 3 of these. Yay! Yoink! We did it! Explosive material, here you go! How did it go? Did you finish making the unmoving essential oil? We got it! We took good care of it too! I literally walked 3 steps and it's fine. Here it is! Don't know why I'm handing this to you. Oh, what is this boy band cover? Huh, alright, that does it. Don't shake it, steady now. Alright, looks like this will be due. Now we just need to insert the fuse into the cannonball. Could have been busy since mounting the fuse into the cannonball. Okay, that should do it. Be careful now, don't bump that thing around everywhere or things might get lively in here. I'm back with a new map. Go on, have a look. Thanks for your trouble. Nice! It was nothing. I'm glad to be able to help. How are things on your end? Did you find the cannonballs?
I didn't like that zoom in, but okay.
Hey, careful. This one's got a fuse in it already. If you move around it too much, we're all gonna be done for. Hey, when'd you start putting on airs? If you were the one holding the bomb, you sound pretty brave too, I'll bet. That threat? Have you stopped hiding your true treasure hoarder colors already? Well, gonna blow us up now? Come on, I've said this before. Bombs are indiscriminate. You go on like this, I don't think it'll matter whether I want to blow you up or not. Not like I can read your mind or something. Who knows what thoughts you're having in that mind of yours? You treasure hoarders are all the same. Criminal minds and criminal mindsets. Now you even got the bomb with you. Great, huh? And what of that? If it was in your hands, you would have blown us up 30 times by now. Just to clarify, I'm the one holding the bomb, and also, what are you two, children? Cut it out already. Sorry, I don't trust this treasure hoarder. That works for me. I can barely respect someone who jumps at every shadow she sees either. Hey, are you two even listening? Okay. Alright, go ahead. So I'm not asking you to trust each other or anything, you know? I know, but you don't know what we were doing earlier. That's true. She wasn't around to see us working on that bomb after all. You shut the fuck up. If you don't work together, we're gonna get nowhere fast. I kind of wish we actually spoke those lines, but you know. That's all I have to say. Just don't make me regret joining the exploration team. Thanks. Wow. They actually got mad. Let's just drop the argument, okay? The two of you have already put up walls before you can even talk. That's no way to properly communicate. Since we're all in the same exploration team, let's just talk nicely, okay? Just this once. Regardless, I'm gonna go operate on the Mountainator. Anyone coming with me? I'll go with you. I'll stay in the camp then. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to help, but I think Jinwoo needs my help more. I've also got to thank her for taking me in, you know? It's fine, since Traveler has said so, I trust you. Not that I didn't before, but... Alright, let's head off before you start arguing again. It's feeling a little long. I know that dainsleif is supposed to show up at some point, but like, oh my god, there's so much that you have to do before that. I kind of wish that this stuff wasn't blocked behind side quests. Like, I wish this was part of the main quest so that I could just follow the main quest to do this. I see why they put it as side quests, but man, am I annoyed by it. An observation point that Ji-Chung mentioned is here. That's right, this is the place. There should be a signal manipulation guide, and then I did not see anything. Low lamppost, high frequency flicker. Middle lamppost, low frequency flicker. High lamppost, low frequency flicker. So the lowest one has to be high frequency, and then the other two are low frequency. Okay, we need you on high. There we go, that should unlock the cannon. Great, because I don't want to deal with that. Gun go pew pew. We should be able to load the cannonball now. Be careful, the fuse has already been mounted. If we known we had to do this, we would have just mounted the fuse here and loaded the cannon all at once. That's all water under the bridge now, Paimon. Give me a hand over here, please. You load the cannon safely. Big cannon, go boom! What if we don't aim it at the right place? Will we have more times to fire? Yes. Feel bad for that weasel. Bro, again? That one worked. Finally. What if I shoot other things? What if I hit that weasel? Experimentation! That didn't work out very well. I love how we get multiple cannons now. I appreciate this. How high can we raise this? Okay, so there's nothing up there. No secrets to be had. Fine. Have it your way, game. I'm not trying to investigate or anything. Look, we done it! After several attempts. Awesome! Bullseye! Just as planned. Looks like that Clitopho does know what he's talking about after all. Guess we blamed him unjustly. You mean you blamed him unjustly? Go apologize once you have the time. You're right, I was too hasty. I might wonder what's up ahead. Oh, it's scary, but also exciting. Shall we continue onward? Yes, let's go. Wow, such a long tunnel. Did the miners really dig it? Yeah, this tunnel leads to the location of that curious crystal, but soon after the tunnel has been completed, it was sealed again. Normally there should be shelters and resting areas, but as you can see, the mining tunnel was abandoned. That's a regular case further down, according to the... I wish I could read this stuff. I don't usually believe this stuff unless I see it with my own eyes. Okay, first let me read the dialogue. This is a long-ass tunnel. I feel something ominous. It's something that doesn't belong here. This is where the place the miners dug that crystal up. What the fuck is that? Lumenstone only started to spring up like mushrooms within this chasm after the miners discovered this thing. This is definitely no coincidence. From the way it floats in its damaged state, it really does look like fragments of that Iris said existed on Dragonspine. And yeah, I'm talking about those floating fragments that you found earlier. Who knows, they might also be inexorably attracted to unite with a large fragment somewhere. Perhaps some nameless ancient civilization sleeps under our feet, just like the ancient catacombs on Dragonspine. What do you think? Are you saying that Conria's underneath liyue? Is that what's happening? We'll only know if we go deeper within. The changes to the geological structure of the chasm have been accelerating. The black substances that you see covering the rocks only started showing up everywhere recently. I can't be sure, but I think these things are all related. The mud, the flowing light, this floaty crystal fragment. Why would you think that? Well, that's because they all make me feel sort of... wheezy? It's like getting card sick on a carriage or like losing your sense of direction on a ship in a storm. Yeah? Really? Paimon feels alright. Are you unwell? If you don't feel so good, we can return to camp first. If you have the Rona, please quarantine yourself. Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine. I've had my fair share of bouts in vertigo and seasickness. I'll be okay. Alright, don't push yourself more than you should, alright? Please take care of yourself. Thanks. Yes, have you noticed? There are 3 strange devices around the crystal. This thing. We should probably investigate them. What do you think? Oh, what the frick are you? Are you the guy that, like, creates a shield if I create a shield? Oh no, Zhongli, you're kind of useless right now. Ooh, it's so Sutao.
Lament! Here!
Cheer! Leave! Goodbye! Leave me alone! Please die! Why are you taking so long to die? Oh my god!
Useless! Worthless!
Dude, I'm level 90, you should be dead! Please leave! My DPSs are gone. Uh-oh. I'm going to need to use the shield, boy. Please die! Please die! Bro, you don't even drop anything. That's the most upsetting part. I don't like this. This place scary. I'm sorry I couldn't help it. I'll do better next time. We know you're doing your best. No need to risk your life. You know, it's hot in here. We're underground, though. Why is the temperature rising? Paimon doesn't feel it. Are you wearing too many layers?
Bow before the abyss.
Hello, no, I don't want to. Hu Tao's dead, so is Xiao. And Zhongli's about to die. Why is the Abyss Order here? Actually, I shouldn't stop asking why the Abyss Order here. If Dainsleif's part of the quest, the Abyss Order is probably here. Oh, look, the crystal looks gorgeous. Ooh. I don't know what that did. Phew. That's better. Much better. The air suddenly got a whole lot cleaner. A thing flew away and blasted a path open for us? Whoa, you scared us. It's almost like you had a case of terminal acidity. Paimon, don't you mean terminal lucidity? You probably need to go back to class, Paimon. Oh, yeah, sure. Just focus on Paimon and stuff. By the way, terminal lucidity is not used that way. Shouldn't we be more concerned about Kaijong? I'm fine now. I was just suffering from maladjustment a moment ago. I might have looked pretty frightening, but I'm fine now. Please don't worry. It's like how people might feel faint due to thinned air if they climb very high mountain for the first time, or find it hard to breathe in deep waters. These are all small problems, things every good adventurer must overcome. No problem at all, really. Small problems, says the person who talks about them so dramatically. Are you sure you're all right? You shouldn't get too close to the crystal all the same. Also, don't watch from so close when we're fighting. Just look at the state you're in already. I'll be fine, really. Don't you underestimate me. That's what adventurers should be like. They should walk with death and consider it deadly peril a friend. We fear neither death nor danger. So, this is nothing I can't handle. Except maybe you can't handle coughing into your, elbow, but... What are you even talking about? It's nothing. Don't worry about me. Not a few paces away from where you nearly collapsed and you're talking nonsense again. That's right! We were talking about something different altogether! Stop being so stubborn and go back to the surface to rest! No, please, listen to me. They're not different, they're the same thing. What just happened was a small setback. I can overcome it for sure. The environment here is no harsher than that the Mare Javari. Please don't laugh at me, but I don't think I'm much inferior to Stanley in adventures. Then ordinary people like me can do the same as those seasoned adventurers, just with some extra grit. That's what I believe. I'll persist no matter what, and I'll do my best not to be a burden to you. Then let Paimon ask you a question. Earlier, when you said you came in contact with that black, muddy, smelly stuff, did you feel uncomfortable like this too? Kinda? It wasn't that serious. Don't try to downplay it. Give us an honest answer. Well, yes, but just like this time, I just needed to tough it out, It's nothing serious. This person has got to be the king of the land of understatements! How can you be so sure that you weren't in mortal danger of exposed to it for too long? You might feel better if you go back to the camp and take a rest, I can't. This expedition has gotten exciting, I don't want to slow us down. It's best that you go and tell everyone else we've found. The other people on this expedition team need you to lead the way for them. That's right! Jinwoo, Kadive, the others still need you to guide them. If you run off by yourself in the depths, who's gonna lead the way for them? Please go back and tell them of the dangers that may wait ahead. You can guide them and steer them clear of any hazardous areas. But... No worries, we'll be fine. Let's rendezvous to the front later. Okay, I understand. Do you really? I'll I'll go back to camp and guide them through a safe path clear through the dark mud as we go deeper into the chasm. Sorry I was being too stubborn. Better keep your promises and hold your horses and stay clear of dangerous places. Alright, I get it. I'll do as you say. That's the spirit. Traveler, let's head off. Ooh, look, there's some shining ore here as well. This is raw ore, just like the one you found earlier, right? Do I just fall in? Ah, it's almost like this thing is rejecting us. We can't get through. Okay, good to know. We cannot go through that giant-ass barrier. So what do we do? Puzzle our way out of this, I think. Oof. Ah, who left this bag behind? Maybe we can find some useful contents. I wish Paimon would let me read your dialogue. Fatuous Journal. Ooh, okay, so it's the Fatui. Staff Sergeant Anton has discovered a large bell to the southeast. The rock walls have their script all over it. Could you stop using the pronoun game for everything? I would like an explanation on who there is. This is very similar to a large bell that the captain discovered in the ruins in the northwest. Perhaps we dispatched Nechevna and Fedeka to ring the two bells in their respective corners. As the terrifying tolls reverberated through the stone, the black fog dissipated. What a strange phenomenon. It's almost like the bells were announcing someone's arrival. 10 were lost, 2 vanguard squads took immense damage. The captain ordered a retreat. The captain as in the Fatui Harbinger captain or just a general captain? A simple map falls out from the diary. The map marks out 2 bells in the northwest and southeast, with 2 ominous skulls to go with them. Well, I hate that. Thank you for clearing the map. Oh, I have missed this teleport here. Okay. These 2 places look like real bad news, but we gotta go to them if we want to know what's going on. This place, whoa! The bell's been covered by the dark mud. Will totally this bell really cause the black fog to disperse? It also killed Ayato! Fuck! Bog. Did that do anything? Whoa, that sounds ultra spooky. Let's get out of here. And also accidentally triggered the cutscene at the same time. Down we go.
You shouldn't see me like this.
Okay. This was a terrible idea. Why did you let me free fall to my death? Agnar and Egil, why'd you let me free fall to my death? First of all, fucking both of you.
Gather the abyss.
Absorption test.
A sinner? Call me a sinner? Damn, that's a lot. Even for y'all.
Feel the ancient power.
Okay, so there is a concept of heaven here. Curious cube, okay. Ji-Chung, what are you doing here? It's great to see that you're alright. What were those 2 creatures? I've never seen anyone or anything like that. Alright, there's no need to be so strict. I won't risk provoking them, I know. How'd you get in front of us? We came here through a hidden mine on the western side that just so happens to let us get around the areas infested with the black matter and the strange creatures below. You alright? I'm fine. The road was pretty hard to find and no mistake. It must have been some sort of path the treasure hoarders carved out en route to their loot stashes. But I can't imagine them wanting to come down this far either. Well, our campsite isn't too far away. Let's talk as we go, shall we? Speaking of which, we heard a few tolling sounds not long ago we entered the mines, and then the tunnel started collapsing. We were just barely out by running our lives. No one was hurt, though, and our equipment wasn't damaged. Would you happen to know anything about that? No, I don't know what you're talking about. We definitely did not ring any sort of bells. We're here. Welcome forward to the operating base, and no one can let me read anything. You're still doing the quest thing that I did not want to do. Oh, hello there. Is something you need? You're coughing away. Are you sure you're okay? I'm alright, really. The air down here is just kind of thin, which doesn't sit too well with me. Ah, yes, this is the map I drew earlier. I have the Rona. Well, that feels better. You best rest up. Don't go running around all over the place now. Speaking of the maps, we got one for you as well. It's a map for the 2 strange bells. Seems like it's something those dastardly Fatui left behind. Thank you. I'll incorporate this new location onto my map. Wait a moment. Did you say Fatui? They've tunneled into this place as well? Certainly looks like it. Looks like we got to be even more careful while exploring the chasm. Speaking of which, we found this. You've been around here more, Ji-chung, so you probably know what this is used for, right? This? I think I found a gate with a symbol similar to this one somewhere deeper down. Sorry, if I remember correctly, you could hear the wind behind that gate. I'm quite sure that there should be a large open space behind it for us to explore. I wonder what relationship this thing has to that gate. Might be a key of some sort. Yi-chung's right. It's a device used to unlock the gate. Whoa, where do you come from? A hello before joining the conversation might be nice. Don't be like the Shumatsuban, like disappearing and reappearing out of nowhere. Sorry, I was just too eager to say that this strange device is indeed used to open the doors. I once looked into similar devices, and just as luck might have it, the device in your hands is the exact match to the ones in my research lab. Unfortunately, neither alchemy nor base mechanics can help us understand the energy held within these devices, nor can they explain the principles behind their ability to unlock and lock gates. A research lab? Aren't you a paleontologist? We Amatora take a rather dim view of those who rely purely on theory. First of all, fuck you. That said, we have often had to work with those blockheads from Spantamab all the same. Well, that's what I can tell you. There isn't much else to be said with regards to academia. Oh, I have a pillow right here. You can keep talking. Oh, no, that's mean, dude. You can keep going. Not that we'll understand or anything, of course. Oh, I'll stop. I didn't form this exploration team to divulge all of our secrets or something. Secrets? Okay. I want secrets. Whatever the case, if we're able to find that gate that Ji-chung spoke of, we'll be able to use a strange device to open it. Let's go together then, shall we? Ever since you shared this new map with me, I've been left with the last section unmapped. I just thought that we could... sorry, you know, we could get it all done in one go. Sorry. Ma'am?
I'm gonna need you to take several seats.
And I don't know, get that Rona checked out, okay? We can leave the map thing aside for now. Have you had close contact with that black muddy stuff at any point? Oh, I'm fine. The environment's just not sitting too well with me, you know? I mean, this is nothing for a true adventure. Nothing. Hey, you better wake up, you hear? You're the only person, I repeat, the only person in the whole team who has shown such serious negative reactions during this process. We have to send you up to the surface to rest. If we go now, there's still time. All right, don't look at me like that. I'll do whatever you want. It's not as if I'm your parent or something. Will you really be fine? Or do you mind, you know, explaining? I'm telling you, this is out of the goodness of my own heart. Don't take it for a reason to violate the strictures of the academia. Sorry, I can't divulge in the details, but Ji-chung has to get some distance from that thing under the chasm. No, she has to leave the chasm itself. What? You're talking in riddles. Are you just annoyed that Ji-chung's not well or something? She is very sick, yes, and if no one takes it more seriously, it really will be too late. All right, please, just stop. I joined this team of my own accord. I'm not going to change my decision based on what others say. Yes, and I suppose that as an adventurer, your primary concern is remuneration. If you're willing to leave, I'll make sure that you're compensated. It'll be quite a generous package. The representatives from liyue will understand as well. Sorry, I'll have to excuse myself now. The area that the traveler cleared out needs remapping. I shan't waste any of your time any further. Right. I'll need to head to the gate that I mentioned before later. If that's where you're headed as well, we can meet up there. This kid is not to be reasoned with at all. You're being too harsh on Ji-chung, Kadive. I mean, he's concerned, right? If someone on your team was sick, you'd be like, hey, you should fucking get some rest or some shit, you know? Exactly, you were so curt. You didn't even explain anything either. Is there any wonder that you ticked her off? I just didn't explain that she would have literally no concern with her life at all. You know what? Forget it. She can do what she wants. Then she'll regret it later and ask for help. That's how young people are. Anyway, I take a hint or two before they learn. What exactly is wrong with Ji-chung anyway? What we're facing is, in essence, very similar to the anomalies on Dragonspine. In the case that their source is something alien to this world we know, and it involves the clash of two energies. And that's why we had to get you on the team, since you're able to manipulate the elements without the use of a vision. For normal people like us, who neither have visions nor can manipulate the elements, these anomalies are malignant, even fatal. Those who have close contact with the source of anomalies may begin to lose touch with the world. Some will weaken swiftly and even... So, Ji-chung is in trouble. That's as much as I can say. Wait, then what are we supposed to do? Should we chase after her? It's her choice. We can't just stand by and watch. We should at least try. Well, don't let me delay you either way. I'll give you your own business. There's still a great many secrets for us to discover down there. And if you meet Ji-chung, please take care of her on behalf of the rest of us. Hey, you're here. You're here. What are you doing here? What's wrong? You don't look so good. Did I know you in some way? You know, Paimon's having trouble telling who looks worse between the two of you. The road ahead is very dangerous. You need to get more rest. You know, everyone's actually really concerned about you. Please don't care so little about your own safety. Of course I know that they're worried, but it's like I said before, this is what an adventurer's life should be like. No adventurer in this world would balk in the face of danger, and I have no wish to lie in bed in my dotage, withered by age, relying on others to eat or even get myself to the toilet. The alternative is stability and boredom. I'll choose danger any day. I'd rather lay my life down here than lie in some cushy bed waiting for time to claim me. I belong here. I know it. A comfy job with the ministry, that's not for me. Kadive's Mora, it doesn't own me. And as opposed to those lucky few who have visions, adventure, exploration, challenge, these are the things that only truly experienced by normal people like us. But so when it comes down to it, it's all about you, huh? Haven't you spared a single thought for the others? I've said it before, this is my own personal business. I got nothing to do with anyone else. I'm sorry that they might feel bad about the matter, but... You want to leave a memory of yourself behind, do you? Yes, yes, I don't want to be forgotten. At least this way I'll leave some maps behind. I'll have borne witness to the site of the chasm. I would have accomplished all of this, stepping into the realm of the forbidden as a normal human being. And the trail of the Yaksha who defend liyue and the legends might be behind this gate. If I could just reach that place. I don't know if I can make it there, but I wish that I could get closer to these unknown places. Perhaps we might truly find the reason to the anomalies in the chasm. Everyone needs rest, ordinary or not. There might be worse things behind that gate. We're all worried about you. Please don't take such poor care of yourself. What you need to do right now is regain your strength. Please, go back to the camp and take a rest. Yep, that's right. You should totally get some more rest. Our road ahead is still plenty dangerous, so you can just wait for us to finish clearing the obstacles ahead before following after. It won't be too late. Anyway, someone needs to record down what we've seen, right? If no one records the stuff, no one will remember it after all. Huh. Got a point there, Paimon. Paimon being reasonable. Say it ain't so. Come on! What are you talking about? I get it. I'll go back if you insist, but please keep your wits about you as well. We will. Stay safe on the way back now. She's gonna find some way around. This seems sus. Paimon has no idea if she actually heard a word that we said. Oh. Okay, this feels very Economian, I'm not gonna lie. That crystal looks familiar. Shall we have a look? Ooh, it's raw lumenstone ore. It's what Jinwoo and Shichong called it, right? Explosion has occurred. Cause unknown. Mokosh device, which should have theoretically been able to clear the abyssal corruption from this place, is overloaded and been destroyed. The black pollutant on the main fragment has begun to regenerate. We need to sum up what we learned thus far. One or several hard strikes aimed at the key stress points on the main fragment can cause black matter to retreat. Our scouting parties have discovered human activity in these locations. Whether or not they're human or some other creature is unclear, but perhaps there might be culprits behind the black matter's propagation. Interesting. But we gotta hit him at the weak points, is what you're saying. Jijo mentioned a strange serpent lurking around the chasm. And then I didn't read the rest of it because Paimon won't let me talk for a moment. This doesn't look like a natural cave. It looks something huge cut right through the place instead. Huh. Actually, ran right through might be more accurate. You know, don't you think this floaty thingy looks rather familiar? This resembles what we saw on top of Dragonspine back then. Their smell or aura is pretty similar. What do you mean smell? Are you smelling this? Whatever it is, it's really spooky. What have you discovered, Paimon? Whatever it is pretty creepy? You know, doesn't that stone tablet look kind of new to you? It doesn't look like it fits in the ruins at all. Though the inscription cannot be understood per se, a little observation reveals that the engraving is a map of the surrounding area, and the other pictures have something to do with the floating crystal. So the big crystal has 5 weird devices around it. These lines are connected to the crystal. Paimon can't read this. Why is this diagram so messy? Looks like we need to activate those 5 devices. Then, someone needs to hit the crystal or something, and the black spots will disappear. I guess they forgot how to draw those splotches, or the application of the external force can speed up the purification. After that, wait a minute. Why'd they draw this big worm? Seems like the stone tablet is telling us to beware of this super big worm. Perhaps it's warning us to beware of stepping on worms, or hitting the crystal will awaken some kind of giant creature. I think hitting it will awaken some giant creature. Huh, so that sounds a lot easier to get, but still, we've got to try before we know for sure. Also, look at that purple blackish stuff. It's all over that big crystal. Looks pretty similar to the dark mud we encountered before, too. This looks exactly as depicted on the tablet. Let's start activating those devices. Yeah, you're right. Oh-ho, very fearless of you, Paimon. Well, we're already here, so we might as well do something. Whoa, did they set up a mechanism here? You purified it. Let's keep going. Oof. I don't know, this gives me like Durin vibes. Why'd they use these mechanisms to corrupt this big crystal? The corruption here is terrible, and the monsters are roaming this place.
The law has loopholes.
What happened? What did I do? Recharge, please. Thank you. The faster this goes, the better. Stop.
At least
Why that?
no more.
Rosario. No. Absolutely not. Not Rosario. And she died, didn't she? We have... we don't have a very equipped team for this, huh? Shogun, just keep running for your life, please.
The mortal plane of fleeting dream.
Looks like we got to the bit where we've got to apply some external force to the crystal. You ready? No, I came back. Am I gonna die here? I'm standing in the muck. I don't like that. Are you sure the diagrams on the stone tablet are reliable? Well, we come this far. Let's give it a shot like we always do, huh? Ah, Paimon, what will I ever do with you? Alright, come on. It's a big crystal. Don't you just want to poke it? Ooh, she is right about poking it, but I am about to die.
I should sleep on it.
Oops. go, Aether. Oh, well, shit. I didn't ask for this big worm. Well, I kind of knew, but... What's that? Something's coming out from the ground!
You can't run! God's over! See?
Well, I don't like big chasm dudes, so, I would like to... Ooh, there's mucky stuff. Okay, he can put puddles on the ground. Oh, what is this? Oh, I can break it. With what? What's that do? Oh, it gives me a shield. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
This is
Please stop rolling. Oh, you do not freeze. Okay, great. Love that. Love that. I hate this. I hate everything about this. I hate that you have to do this. Ouroboros. What does that mean? Why am I stuck in here? Get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out! Man, is he dolphin diving? Get back here. It's time to eradicate worms. Oof, that was close. Don't like that. Oh, I cannot use my Z while doing that. Please die, please die, please die, please die, please die, please die, please die.
Judgment! Punishment!
Ice! I need healing, I need healing. No, 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 no. Sayu has short little legs, she can't do this. Oh, you're standing up? Good. Sayu. That's not Sayu. Sayu, go!
gather.
Time to go.
Ooh, right. Huta does not have artifacts on it. Fine, it's fine, it's fine. We can do this.
You can't run.
Get it. Ah, this thing is so tough. We can't hurt it at all. Speak for yourself. I'm doing pretty okay. Uh-oh. Aether, get out of there. Oh? Okay. So that was a thing. Hi, okay, you're just gonna leave. Fine. Oh, well, shit. Okay, so it ascended the same way that it did in Dragonspine. As the unexpected collapse occurs, he managed to escape safely in time. Huh? Is it over? It all kind of feels like a dream. Looks like that thing up there has gone back to normal. The air feels less heavy, too. Even though we've reached the bottom of the chasm, we've defeated the creature down there somehow, it doesn't feel like we've answered any questions. In fact, we've got more questions now than we did before. Like, for example, what was that thing above us? Why did a giant serpent come roaring out? Where did that dark mud and the strange monsters come from? The monsters that followed the dark mud here seems to be eating the big crystal, and Ji-Chung mentioned that the Yaksha was here once. Ah, this is way too many questions for Paimon. Looks like the chasm still has many secrets that have yet to be discovered. Yeah, no wonder adventurers like Ji-Chung are so committed to exploring this place. But things shouldn't quiet down a bit here now that we've cleared out this big thing, right? Still looks like there's a long way off before the mines can reopen. But our exploration mission seems complete. Worry about that other stuff in the future. Oh yeah, one more thing. It feels like someone helped us out during that fight with the big snake. Did you hear that shoom sound during the fight? Sort of. Well, never mind. When we head back, we can ask Chi-Chung if she saw any strangers. It might be that mysterious Yolande that people have been talking about, huh? That's interesting that she showed up here out of all places. Honestly, I'm surprised that, because I know they teased her in the next what's it called, update, but I didn't think that she would show up now. Great, you're back. Yep, we're back. There's been several earthquakes ever since you went through that gate. We don't know what's going on down there, but we're glad to see that you're both okay. Well, you don't look too bad yourself. Looks like the rest helped, huh? How are things on your end? I followed your advice and rested here all this while. I'm feeling a whole lot better now. Was it all due to that thing behind the gate? I didn't go in there, but I can feel some strange pulsing within. Something amazing must have been back there, I'm sure of it. I grew up listening to tales of the Yakshas, and some of my seniors used to say that one of them was sealed inside the chasm and slumbers to this day. Big crystal, no Yaksha, so if you want to meet a Yaksha, we could probably take one to you, you know? He doesn't like people, but he's nice. Sometimes. I see, thank you. So as for the dark mud, sorry. It hasn't been completely cleared out yet. It'll experience a gradual retreat. Yep, now that we remove the taint from that large crystal, that stinky mud should be back underground in no time. I understand. I'll inform the other team members. It seems that our exploration of the chasm has met some initial success. This is way stronger than the time of Chaoyang Village. Chaoyang Village, what's that? Also, wasn't this referenced by Zhongli in the bartending quest? Like, they make great tea or something there? It's the most famous tea house in liyue. Top-notch scenery, top-notch tea. You haven't heard of it? We heard it from Zhongli, and that's the only context we have, so... Well, not that I like the place very much, even if it is my second home after Mingyun Village. I know every last creek and tree in that place like the back of my hand. I guess I would have remembered the place and the people more fondly if it wasn't for that disagreement I had with one commission giver while on a map-making assignment. Whatever. No point in talking about that now. And, well, I say I don't like the place, but if I do achieve something great this time, it'll be good to go back there to rest. The old man's tea is truly unforgettable experience after all. But over more pleasant thoughts, next time I'm back home, I'll be a famous adventurer having tea with an old man, you know? I do hope you'll be here to see it. Here I go again, talking about unrealistic stuff. Well, we could use this opportunity to become an official exploratory team under the Ministry of Civil Affairs, but I don't think we'll be going anywhere anytime soon. After all, it was due to your splunking that we were able to avoid the perils of the paths, such that no one was injured or lost, and that our material losses proved negligible. I think that we might stay here for a while yet, help the ministry staff watch over the underground anomalies, and maintain the exploration facilities. Did you encounter any strangers after we left? Well, I didn't see anyone on the way back, and I fell asleep pretty quickly once I got back to camp, so I didn't see anyone else pass by. What's wrong? What's with the sudden question? Never mind. It's nothing. Well, if you're leaving, don't forget to say hi to Mingyun as well. Tell him that I'm gonna be promoted. Who knows who's gonna be the boss of who before long now, huh? What is this? Work handbook? Miner's log with the name he on the cover, probably the name of the owner. The first few pages, it reads, Chi Ding has been looking for his daughter's toy, but it's nowhere to be found. Let me go deeper into the mine, see if I can find it for him. There's an itching in my ears. It's so itchy, like bugs in my ears. Ugh, it won't give me a rest. I'm gonna run out of food soon. According to that voice, Huh? But is this mushroom really edible? On the following pages, it reads, I can hear it. Hee hee, mushroom meat. Hee hee, mushroom meat. So delicious. Haha, mushroom meat. Oh my god, what the fuck? Hello? You, hee hee, what are you doing here? Whoa, this guy looks terrible! Is his skin purple or is it the lighting? And he popped up without without making a single noise. Could he be? Probably not. Hee, why are you here? Have you run out of food as well? Are you Uncle He? Huh? Youngster, what are you saying? I can't hear you. I'm asking if you're Uncle He. Oh, yes, hee, that's a me hee. Are you also trapped here like me? Did you run out of food too? How unlucky. Hee, but no worries, I got some food here. You must be famished, hee. Now that topic's making Faima's tummy crumble. This mushroom meat stuff kind of looks very, very suspicious. You're right. It does seem a little cooked in the head. And what's with that strange complexion? Paimon bets it has to do with the mushroom meat. Mushroom meat? Hee, yes, it's delicious. Here, would you like some? No. Aha, how do you like it? What? What's the matter? The mushroom meat is gone. You know what? Forget it. Let's go back to the camp now. I'm not going. I've run out of mushroom meat. Without it, I won't even have the strength to walk. I'm not going anywhere. No mushroom meat, no food anywhere else. But with mushroom meat, I can go anywhere. Then where can we find you some? Why are we going with this? Mushroom meat, oh hee, I know where it is. Let me find some for us. Let's fill our tummies and then we'll have the strength to work. Should be around here. Well, Paimon guesses we can only do as he says. This does seem to be the only option now. Mushroom meat, hee, big mushroom meat. I'm terrified. You've been just living down here this entire time? I'm gonna steal your money. And your artifact. But mostly your money. Yes, these are mushrooms we want. A few more, yes? Hey. Defeat the floating fungus. Damn it.
Absorption test. Stand clear.
Hey, mushroom creatures, mushroom meat, delicious. How does this count as mushroom meat? I feel bad for, you know, murdering them. But it must be done. Can you drown? Can you guys drown?
Incinerate!
This is bad. There's no end to these floating fungi.
Why is there water boar? Why is there water boar here? What the fuck is that?
I'm sorry, is there an ocean down here? Good. Oh? He took them all out in a swoosh. Oh my god, this dude's high. Whoa, so strong. Eee, mushroom meat, mushroom meat. Ever since I started eating mushroom meat, my lower back pain left me and I got more strength. Hee. It's like I've grown a few years younger. And mushrooms creatures are more delicious than mushroom meat. The bigger, the tastier. Hee. Could it be that Uncle He got so strong from eating mushroom meat? And also, lost his goddamn mind, but... Hey, since it might grant us some more power, why don't we give it a whirl? Why does he sound like this? I don't know what voice to give him. So I gave him that voice, so now he's stuck with it. Please be less creative with your diet. Oh, alright, Paimon gets it. Back on topic. Uncle He should be fine with following us back now, right? Mushroom meat, hee, yummy. Uncle He, let's go back to the camp together. Huh? Together? Sure, let's have some mushroom meat together, hee. Air-dried mushroom meat can be stored for a long, long time. Paimon means we're going back to the camp together. But damp? What does it matter? I'm fine with it, hee. Now that I've eaten mushroom meat, damp or dry, I can go anywhere. Hey, let's bring back Uncle He to see Jinwoo. Alright, here's your mushroom meat guy that is your long-lost uncle. Please, please rescue him. Oh my god. Ha, you're back. Well now, sit down and rest for a bit. Make yourself at home. What am I now, a tunnel dweller? Ow, your tongue is sharp. Thanks to your help, the atmosphere at the camp has become way more relaxed. If I gave you the impression that I was overly serious sort before, I'm very sorry about that. The important business has already been settled. Now for the long-term work that remains is setting up any permanent lookout underground to watch for any changes in the situation. During this period, many mines can now be partially opened, but going this far underground is still forbidden. We need to seal up this area to prevent any miners, no, prevent anyone from coming down here. So about that, we found your uncle. Mushroom meat, hee. A mushroom meal isn't in my tummy. Small mushrooms, mushroom creatures, big mushrooms, hee. Uncle He, what happened to your face? I knew you were alive. To think that your family even invited me to your funeral. I refused to go, you know, told them there was nothing that was certain yet without a body. Look at your face. You must have been tough for you, being trapped in the mine like that. But anyway, I'm glad you're still alive. Being alive is good, yes. Living, breathing mushrooms are delicious, hee. Uncle He? He was like this when we found him. He wasn't quite all there, and he kept saying that he wanted to eat mushrooms. Mushrooms? Chasm is a dangerous place for ordinary people. Plants and fungi growing here could also be harmful to the human body. That's why Hushun Hall has set strict rules against eating these things. Well, Uncle He's been trapped down here all these years with nothing else to eat. How am I supposed to face his family with him in this state? Speaking of mushrooms, do you know anyone who does research on mushrooms? Now that you mention it, Godiva might be able to help. After all, he's a scholar from Sumeru. He must have conducted some research on mushrooms. Not necessarily. I mean, he could... Actually, no, he's a biologist, right? He should be able to help. Please wait here. I'll bring him over to check up on Uncle He. But what does he specialize in? Because I don't think he specializes in whatever this is. Mushroom meat, mushroom meat. With how messed up Uncle He is, Paimon's really not sure if he can recover. If he goes back to his family like this, they'll still be pretty saddened. Can't just kidnap me here while I was halfway through my report, Jinwoo. I know you're in charge of the team's safety, but you can't just disturb my research like that. Seriously considering cutting your budget as they proposed. Never mind the budget. Please check on this man here. It's itchy inside my usies. Who is he, and why does he look like that? Did you find him? Seriously, how are you always able to stumble upon such peculiar events? Then, how was he like when you found him? Tell Godiva what happened to Uncle He, and performs a careful examination. It's fine, it's not a big deal. You know how he always complains about the itchiness of his ears? That's because the spores of the fungi have entered his ears. Ew, thinking of that's so gross. I don't want to think about that. Although long-term consumption of this type of mushroom, does impair one's sanity, it doesn't hurt the body. So are you saying that he can recover? I've already cleared his body of the fungi and made some medicine to treat his neurological disorder. Very likely to recover if given ample rest. I see. Then, about the cost of the medicine. None of the ingredients are expensive. They're only worth a month's meals at Shinya kiosk. It's not a big deal. I'll figure out a way to repay you. Not need to repay me. As a matter of fact, this incident gives me something new to write in my report. Ever since I came across those peculiar mushrooms in the chasm, I've been curious about the long-term consequences of eating them, but I haven't found a willing assistant yet. Test subject is more the word, don't you think? You can say that, but we studied these mushrooms and come to the conclusion that they won't come to any irreversible damage either to the body or the mind. But given how peculiar the chasm is, the environment here should be another reason for its symptoms. Anyway, we just have to have him take medicine and get some rest. He's very likely to recover, even now. What a relief. I'll bring him up to the surface later. Once he's recovered, I'll bring him home and inform his friends as well. He's a veteran miner, an agile one too. He took very good care of youngsters who were new in the mine. When he went missing a few years back, everyone wondered why Rec Lapis didn't protect him. A good man's life shouldn't have ended that way, they said. I'm sure his friends will be much more comforted by the news that he's back. Oh, well, found Uncle He. Well, that ties up most of the questions in the end, so... And technically, you can say that Rex Lapis did technically help in this situation, so he's here, you know. Into the deep dark depths. Oh, this is a very far drop, actually. What the frick frack snickety snack is that? Examine the dark fog. Maybe I don't wanna.
What the? It's a city? A whole city that's floating in the air! Upside down?
Okay, this is not what I was expecting.
Just look at this place. Doesn't it remind you of something? Wait, what was it again?
Oh, the defiled statue. Right.
Yes, that's it! It's just like that. Just as strange, just as upside down, and just as spooky. In which case, maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order. Oh, we gotta get to the bottom of this.
Hey, Dain? I'm not gonna say I wasn't expecting this, because I was, and I've been waiting for this to happen. But, you know, I was kind of hoping I could see my sister again.
The feeling is mutual. I certainly hadn't expected to meet you here either.
Long time no see, Dain. Wait, but how did you suddenly end up here in the chasm?
The chasm? So we're in the depths of the chasm, are we? Interesting. This is one place where I have never set foot before.
So I have a lot of fucking questions, dude.
I understand how you must feel. Last time we met suddenly and parted hastily.
Yeah, so did you manage to find my sister?
Now our paths cross again. Fate, it seems, owes you an explanation.
Okay, so first tell me what you're doing here, and second, what was going on with that portal just now?
That much should be self-explanatory. I came upon the trail of another Abyss Herald recently and began pursuing it. Unfortunately, I got as far as cornering him before he resorted to the same trick that they all do. I was hot on his heels when I followed him through the portal, but as usual, it was to no avail. It took me to the wrong place.
Oh, so you didn't actually catch up with my sister last time?
Correct. Based on my recent experiences, I can only conclude that the Abyss's portals are not simply pathways from point A to point B, but gateways to an entire network. Where they emerge on the other side is their choice. It can be anywhere within the network.
So it's like a wormhole is what you're saying, but you can't control the wormhole.
Sounds kind of similar to how teleport waypoints work.
In short, though I was right behind your twin last time when I entered that portal, the next moment that I realized where I was all alone. Back in the ruins known as Storm Terror's lair.
Oh. So you actually didn't catch up with my sister.
Oh, yeah! About that! Whatever happened to the Eye of the First Field Tiller?
It's in a safe place. You can be sure that I will learn the truth of the Loom of Fate operation sooner than it could ever fall into the Abyss Order's hands.
Why don't you tell me who you really are? Who is the Twilight Sword? I'm assuming the Twilight Sword is you.
So that title stuck in your memory. I by no means went out of my way to conceal it from you. It once stood for the glory of Canria, but now it is but a cruel joke. My curse to bear. Twilight Sword was my title as captain of the Royal Guards when I witnessed the destruction of my entire homeland firsthand. I believe my reluctance to raise it in conversation is quite justified.
Sounds like your sister was right.
Oh, what was the history between you and my sister? What happened between you two?
We were travel partners. We both partook in a painful journey of searching for our fate. But regrettably, we did not make it to the journey's end together.
The journey's end?
Before you continue questioning me, I ought to warn you.
I keep on questioning you because I want to know more information about the lore that you and my sister apparently had and that neither of you are sharing with me, okay? I want information.
If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
You mean the Abyss Order is plotting something here? Actually, Paimon and the Traveler suspected that too.
I mean that it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
Yeah, you know what? I've been kind of stalked around by the Shumatsuban and by the Knights of Favonius and by the Chising, so I'm kind of used to this, but sure, I guess.
Don't say that! You're giving Paimon goosebumps.
Well, I trust you. For now.
A wise choice. There appears to be light from a fire coming from near that rocky wall. Let's take a look.
Someone set up a camp? Yes, finally, we're on the main quest! Dain is here! What does Journey's End mean? I think they were trying to search for a reason and they didn't get to that conclusion at the same time, or they had different opinions.
Hilly churl activity here. Could these be the hilly churls the requester was talking about?
Requester? In fact, hold on. You still haven't told me what you're doing here. I doubt that most travelers would have any reason to venture down this way.
Well, how about a deal? Have a little contract between us, right? You tell me what the fuck went on between you and my sister, and I'll tell you what the fuck I'm doing down here, okay?
We took a commission from the Adventurers Guild to investigate the chasm. Apparently a whole load of hilly churls have been gathering here, and the requester wants to know why.
Or Paimon can tell you everything and I don't have an upper hand, but fine.
And now it looks like we finally found our first clue.
Do you want the answer?
Yes.
Huh? You mean you know something about this?
As it happens, I do.
Does this have anything to do with the Upside Down City?
It's understandable that you did not perceive anything unusual. What makes this place so strange is that the environment here weakens the effect of the curse.
What curse?
A curse? Oh, Paimon remembers. Last time you guys were saying that Conria's people were cursed to immortality or something.
Did he say that it was a curse, though? I mean, he has that specific curse, air quote. Like, he's immortal forever. But he didn't say that other Conrian people were cursed to immortality.
For centuries, I have suffered daily from the curse that was laid upon me. But here, I suddenly feel a small amount of relief from this suffering. And right here, right now, I can feel my body sending a strong message to me. It is telling me, stay.
But why?
So, this place weakens the curse? That's pretty incredible. But how?
And also, if the curse is immortality, wouldn't that just mean that you're slowly aging? Or, like, aging at a more natural rate?
That I shall need to investigate. But to the best of my knowledge, the Abyss Order does not have the technology to achieve this.
So you're saying that the Hilichurls come here are also from... Well, we know about the fact that the Hilichurls used to be Conrian people, but you're saying that, one, Hilichurls are immortal? And two, you are slowly aging now, I guess.
Indeed. Do you know why Hilichurls wear masks?
No, I have absolutely no idea. I thought they thought it looked pretty on them?
It's to hide their appearance, lest they catch sight of their reflection in a body of water. Compared to how they remember themselves, it is a terrible sight to behold. One that causes them great despair.
Okay, so these Hilichurls are really from...
The curse of immortality denies death to those afflicted with it. And yet, it does not truly mean that they will never die.
Okay, so what you're saying is that every time we kill a Hilichurl, they don't actually die. They're just in purgatory? Like, what exactly happens to their bodies, right? They, like, literally dissipate. So, where does the dissipation go?
So, you mean there's a way to undo it?
No. I mean that the body and soul will continue to be eroded until they are virtually non-existent, even if death is not the form that this erosion takes.
Okay, I need more explanation on this erosion, because I remember Zhongli talking about it, I remember the Shogun talking about it, right? So, if you're saying that the Hilichurls and the Conrian people are experiencing erosion the same way that the gods can, What exactly happens when we kill a Hilichurl or an Abyss Mage? Because they can keep eroding, but what does that mean for them?
When the Hilichurls realize that the end is nigh for them, it seems their instinct is to seek out a calm and dark corner of the world in which to finally say goodbye to the centuries of suffering they have endured. And of all the places they could lay down to rest, one that can ease the effects of their curse would surely be their first choice.
Wow. That's so...
Conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
I'm sorry?
What is it?
We're under attack.
By who? By what? What is going on? Oh, not y'all.
I will have order.
Hell no. Absolutely. Deep frick wreck, snickety snack, no. Also, who are these guys? If the Hilichurls are just here to, you know, peacefully fucking die. Are these like guards? Are they the funeral home directors? Like, who are y'all?
What were those? And why did they attack us all of a sudden?
Black Serpent Knights. They once belonged to the Royal Guard of Khaenri'ah.
Okay, so can you tell them to stop?
Wait a second. Royal Guard? So, they used to be your troops?
Yes, they were. But now, the curse engulfs them, and they fight with none of the honor they once had.
Okay, I'm a little confused because I feel like he's using the term curse as a general statement for what happened to the people of Khaenri'ah. So, what exactly can the curse do?
Because they've become pawns of the Abyss now?
Let's continue on.
And he's not going to answer my question. And also, you're looking at me. Who are you?
Wait! Dain!
I don't like that.
Seems we missed one.
But he's not moving.
Wait, stand down. There's something different about this one. It's disappeared.
Okay, Shumatsuban, what's going on?
What the heck? What was going on with that one? Was it trying to say something?
How is this possible? How could he have retained self-awareness for 500 years without it?
Without it? What do you mean, without what?
But more importantly, why did he seem so familiar?
Maybe he recognized you.
That would be a miraculous outcome indeed for a cataclysm that brought total doom and destruction. Or perhaps it was just a coincidence.
Nothing's a coincidence in this game, Dain. It seems like depending on their ranking in society, it affects what they turn into after the curse. That kind of sucks, dude. Like, okay, if you're part of royalty, I guess you can remain human. But if you are the guards, or like if you're a public service worker, you turn into a Hilichurl or the Black Serpent Knights.
We should press onward to the city.
Ugh, I don't like that you're calling it a city, but you're right. I don't like that it's upside down.
Looks like there's a strange energy surrounding the city. We can't go any further. Guess there should be a mechanism or something around here, right? Traveler, looks like it's time to get into ruin exploring mode.
Puzzle time, huh?
Don't waste your time.
What? What do you mean? The fuck? You could have done that earlier.
Huh?
Khaenri'ah's technology, abyssal power. Two things I couldn't be more familiar with. They're just cheap tricks to me.
Okay, so the Abyss Order really is trying to hide something here, right? Dain seems like he really understands what's going on here. No wonder the Abyss Order doesn't want him around.
And I wish that he could explain what the fuck is going on to us. Was this upside down city built by Khaenri'ah?
Not necessarily. The closer we draw, the more I am inclined to conclude that these ruins belong to a more ancient civilization still.
Ooh, okay, so there's an even more ancient civilization than Conria, so more than 500 years ago.
The Abyss Order simply got to them before anyone else.
Even older than Conria? Whoa. Paimon can't even imagine back that far.
That said, the architecture here does somewhat resemble that of Conria. At least, it would if it were the other way up. Let's head toward the light over there. Mind your footing on the way ahead. It's a long way down.
Black Serpent Knights! Is this where they're based? Or wait, are they guarding something here?
We are likely drawing near to whatever the Abyss Order is trying to hide. Let's take them out first.
Alright, let's destabilize this entire city's infrastructure. Go!
To dust!
That's one down. Where's the other one? Gimme. You know what these remind me of? These remind me of the enemies in Elysium in Hades. They have the same kind of style of weaponry.
Hey, look! Vines! You should be able to climb up, right?
Oh, you mean these? I could also climb on the wall, but you're right. If Hu Tao had more energy, but yes, I should be able to climb up on the wall. Go.
Oh no! More Black Serpent Knights!
Ah! I hate how that sounded. Is that how you speak? Is this what the curse has done?
Huh? They're not coming after us! Are they just trying to scare us off?
I mean, if we had a translator, it'd be much easier to tell what they're saying to us.
Huh. These knights seem like they're hiding something behind them.
Are they guarding those hilichurls?
Hold on, I think they...
Uh-oh.
They're coming! Quick, get them!
Why is your first thing is to be upset and like put your hands on your hips? Why is that your first reaction while ours is to, let's go, let's fight? So are we fighting or not? Oh boy.
Order guide you. Gather.
Boring. Useless.
Disappear.
They were trying to protect. I think they were trying to protect the hilichurls, but why? Is this just giving them a nice place to like have their final days so that they can die? Like, ooh, icy. I see that I'm not icy. Please don't shoot at me.
Gather.
Hair smash, go!
That was the last of them. Now, let's see what it was they were trying to hide.
They were just trying to hide some hilichurls. I don't think... I think they're just guarding the hilichurls. Why do they have the black smoke on them? What is it? Why did the room suddenly shake?
Huh? What's this?
So, the Black Serpent Knights have nothing to do with the Abyss Order's secret. Huh. I should have guessed.
Okay, so please... I forgot that exploded in the background. Please explain what's going on.
So, what exactly is going on with these hilichurls?
I think they're just here to die, dude.
As I said, for these hilichurls, the end is nigh.
The hilichurls are preparing to meet their end.
They have grown old and fearful of the light, even become one with the darkness. And yet the curse continues to corrode them.
But why would the Black Serpent Knights want to stay here and guard them?
I don't know, maybe so that we didn't disturb them while they had their peaceful death. Ah, frick.
More of them are closing in!
Fighting them is meaningless. There's no reason to fight them. Oh, it's you, person from the shadows.
It's him! The guy that came out of nowhere and disappeared again! And now they're retreating! Did he just order them to do that?
Halfdan?
Who?
Whoa! What? You recognize him?
Could it be? If it's as I suspect, then this is a truly tragic state of affairs.
Dain?
You want to know why they were gathered here guarding the Hilichurls, don't you?
I have a guess, but...
It's because as far as the Black Serpent Knights are concerned, they're simply doing their duty. The one who ordered them to retreat just now, I suddenly recognized him. I knew him as a young man, an elite in the royal guard of old. His name is Halfdan.
So, he's from 500 years ago too?
To this day, I still remember the final orders I, the Twilight Sword, gave to Halfdan on the day of disaster in Khaenri'ah, before I made haste back to the palace. Inform all Black Serpent Knights to protect the people of Khaenri'ah at all costs. Because we, of course, were royal guards. But this would mean nothing in the events that followed. Royals, gentry, common folk, these identities made no difference. Against the might of the gods, the only identity that mattered was being from Khaenri'ah. These Black Serpent Knights have lost their intellect, but perhaps, in whatever remains of their minds, they are still protecting the people of Khaenri'ah. If you see these ruins as Khaenri'ah in the throes of disaster, and these Hilichurls as the people crying for help, then suddenly I can make sense of what I'm hearing. Their growls are less of a threat and more of a warning.
Then, what are they saying?
Though it is barely discernible, I can just about make it out. They keep repeating a word from the old language of Khaenri'ah. Run.
And they're not talking to us. They're telling the Hilichurls behind them to escape.
Even I have to admit, the fact their will is strong enough to survive 500 years of erosion, it is nothing short of a miracle, born from hopelessness.
Oh, so Paimon had them all wrong.
It doesn't matter. Even I took them for enemies for a moment. Let's keep heading toward the light at the top. I believe the Black Serpent Knights will no longer try to stop us.
Okay, so if they were part of the gentry, right? If they were part of the royal guard and part of dainsleif's troops, why stop here? Why are they exactly in this location? And where are the rest of them? Is this the only instance of the guard? Are there more? Whoa. The water's pouring upside down.
Look! Up there! A water pool! Even the water pool is upside down. Oh, wow! This is a pretty amazing place! Dain, do you have any idea at all how it works?
The pool must be part of the entire city structure, a relic of this ancient civilization. And more importantly, it is the very thing that is weakening the curse. Here, my whole body feels more at peace than it has in a long time. The effect is stronger here than it was before, and I think it's because that water pool has something akin to a cleansing effect.
Cleansing? So that means the water in that pool can wash away the curse for good?
No, that would be impossible.
How are you so sure?
I have lived with this curse for 500 years, and I have been fully conscious the entire time. Suffice to say, no one understands the curse like I do. It is a way of branding us at the level of the fate of the world itself. When a god applies a curse, it takes effect at a higher level of reality than the person themselves. Even now, I can feel the curse slowly permeating my entire being, becoming part of me, slowly but surely replacing me. Perhaps it may be possible to suppress the corrosive effect of the curse for a time, but cleansing it entirely, consider it tantamount to burning away an integral part of your body. It is not a process that one could ever hope to survive.
Huh? Cleansing the curse cost you your life? Whoa. An irreversible curse! Paimon can't even imagine!
In any case, I can feel that the water's cleansing effect is not nearly potent enough. At most, it might suppress the curse, but a little.
So, what's that contraption there? It looks kind of out of place.
And also, it's placed right side up, so it had to be after this place was turned upside down. Is this an Abyss Order device?
Frankly, I have never seen a device of this design before either. It is not unreasonable to suspect that it could belong to the Abyss Order. But what could they be planning to do here?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on?
Oh, that gave Paimon a fright! So, all the doors are open now?
Halfdan?
Halfdan's back again!
Halfdan, do you have something to say to me?
Nope. This bitch said bye.
He ran off! But he didn't disappear like last time.
Maybe we have to follow him?
He's indicating that we should follow him. Are you coming?
Well, he doesn't seem to hold any malice, so, I'm all cool for following this dude.
True. So, we going then? Looks like Halfdan disappeared at the far end of this path.
Perhaps whatever lies ahead is what he wants us to see. Let's keep going.
Is that way into the Hilly Trail camp? Let's go see.
Okay. You know, I kind of don't want to be disturbing them. This is kind of like, you know, where they kind of want to die, and they're kind of peaceful, you know? They're sleeping. I don't want to...
Humble Hilly Trail camp.
Yeah, I don't want to bother them.
Oh, these Hilly Trails look like they're in pretty bad shape, too. Some of them look like they've already taken their final breath. Is this what Halfdan wanted to show us?
Whether it is or not, everything here is worth investigating in detail. Inspect the area. Leave no stone unturned.
I kind of don't want to disturb them. They're literally taking their last breaths. They just want to die peacefully. I'll be real quiet. I'll walk. Do a little tiptoe, you know? Just carefully.
Seems like these Hilly Trails have no life left in them at all. Before long, they'll become one with the darkness. The Hilly Trails we meet in the wild are always so rowdy. Paimon never would have imagined that this is how they spend their final days. We may not have a whole lot of happy memories dealing with Hilly Trails, but still, Paimon hopes they're at peace in their last moments. Hilly Trails usually store food in crates like these, right? But these seem pretty much empty. Is it because they're so near to the end that they don't need to eat anymore? Even if they don't need to eat anymore, Paimon bets they still miss food for the flavor. There's even a bonfire here, like what Hilly Trails built in the wild. Wait, but wasn't Dain saying that Hilly Trails get scared of the light when they reach the very end of their lives? Maybe, in the very, very end, they still want to feel some light and warmth. Just thinking aloud here. Could also be another reason. flower get this far underground? Did someone bring it in memory of the deceased hilichurls?
Oh, wait. Hold on. I know this flower. I've seen this flower before. Didn't my sister, my twin, have flowers like these? Like in her hair?
Hey, now that you mention it, Paimon thinks it looks kind of familiar too.
It is the national flower of Khaenri'ah, the Inteyvat. It once bloomed all over the nation. It would only last 2 weeks before wilting. But if you were to pluck one and take it out of Khaenri'ah, the petals would stop growing and turn hard. Only when it finally returned to its home soil would the petals grow soft once more and finally turn to dust. So the Inteyvat is a symbol for a wanderer far from home, signifying the tenderness of the homeland.
That's the flower my sister was wearing in her hair.
So for this flower to get here, it must have been brought from...
Hi, why is it sepia colored now? What's going on?
So the proposal finally has your blessing.
In focusing single-mindedly on confronting the heavenly principles, we neglected our original mission, the revival of the homeland.
Okay, she says it's our original mission, but she doesn't call it the revival of our homeland. She calls it the revival of the homeland.
I should not have been so indecisive.
The device is almost ready. We await your command.
What are the chances of succeeding?
Theoretically speaking, approximately.
Forget it. Even a 1% chance is enough. For too long have we dwelt in the abyss. Surely they would rather return to the natural cycle of life and death as soon as possible than continue to exist as they are, without a shred of dignity. They cannot be made to continue paying the price for those so-called sins.
The Order is most fortunate to be graced with your decision.
Lumine.
Oh, Aether.
You saw something, didn't you? Can you tell me what it was?
Poor Aether.
Yeah, you zoned out for quite a while there.
You relate the scene you saw to dainsleif.
Huh. Well, people do say that twins have a special connection. It sounds as if they are attempting to make use of certain equipment to cleanse the curse. It could well be the device we saw earlier. And you say she mentioned the revival of the homeland, correct?
She said it was her mission.
No surprise there. Stubborn as ever.
What? But why? I'm assuming the revival of the homeland, right? I am assuming this is the revival of Khaenri'ah. But why wouldn't dainsleif want that?
It appears as if the Abyss Order plans to use this location to cleanse the hilichurls of their curse and restore them to the way they once were. Then, they will serve as the foundation for reviving the nation of Khaenri'ah. After all, there can be no nation without a people.
What do you think? Did they have a chance?
It is the height of foolishness. They have no chance of success, not even a 1% chance.
But why are you so downtrodden about this? And why does she think that there's still a chance?
I told you already that no one knows this curse better than I, having lived with it for 500 years. There is no redemption. That trying to remove it by force will achieve nothing but to inflict further suffering. So make sure you are clear in your mind. You have to tell yourself they are no longer human.
But they might no longer be human, but don't they have their own distinct traits? Why is it her mission? And why is it your mission that you don't want this to happen? I know that you have lived with this curse, and like you are like literally the top expert for knowing what this curse is about. But why wouldn't you want to reverse the curse that was afflicted on you? Maybe the reason why Dain and Lumine stopped becoming adventurers together was because they found out the truth behind the curse, and Lumine is still desperate to try and save the Hilichurls, but dainsleif lost all hope.
If you cling to false hope and allow yourself to become too emotionally invested, the only way is down. You will end up just like them, mired in hypocrisy. Save your strength for something worth saving.
And why should I believe you? Why do you not have hope for your people?
Oh? But of course, I am merely someone you hired for a task, while she is your sister.
I didn't make that blow, okay? But you're right. But also, you're not explaining yourself, right? I just want information. Why won't you even try?
It is only natural for you to side with her.
But if you would like to explain your side as to why you're not even giving in that chance...
But whatever decision you make cannot deter me from mine. My chosen path is to stop the Abyss. If we have reached an impasse, then perhaps this is where we should say...
Why does he not want to try? What made you decide that it wasn't even worth giving it a chance? And why am I choosing to believe him? I choose to believe you, but that doesn't mean I completely trust you. It just means that I don't approve of my sister's methods.
I see.
A 1% chance of redemption versus a 99% of suffering and death. Nobody has the right to make that choice on another living being's behalf. Especially not when these Hilichurls have already chosen the end that they desire.
It seems that the 3 questions I put to you on our first meeting were worthwhile. You have developed your own individual views on this world. Very well. Since you have volunteered your true thoughts on this matter, I shall not hide mine from you.
Good! I would like an explanation on everything that's been going on right here, right now! Merge!
Right now, I have a more immediate agenda than stopping the Abyss.
Okay. And who are you trying to stop?
That is to say, the Abyss's actions here directly dishonor the final wishes of Halfdan and my other compatriots. I cannot allow this to proceed.
Okay, I can understand that. Let's stick together for this
The
one.
Abyss may appear at any moment. Be on your guard at all times as we proceed.
Got you. Okay, so here's my theory. Lumine woke up around 500 years ago, which is around the time around the fall of Conria. She may or may not have lived in Conria before then and made friends with people, and that's probably how she met Dain or someone else. After the fall of Conria, I think that Dain and Lumine must have gone traveling together to maybe try and find out the truth of this world, because that's what her dialogue constantly says, like what's the truth of this world and all that stuff. And whatever the information they found caused Lumine to start siding with the Abyss Order to try and save the Hilichurls, versus Dain, who has a different opinion and decided that whatever they were doing was not worth the price, was not worth the possibility of being able to remove the curse. And that's why they split up. So whatever the cost of removing the curse is, dainsleif thinks it's too much, but Lumine thinks that they should be allowed to try. I'm also a bit confused, like dainsleif and Lumine went frolicking around the world and left Aether asleep or something. I think what probably happened is that Lumine probably woke up before we did and wasn't anywhere near us. Like, she probably woke up in a completely separate area and didn't know where we are. So she probably was just like, oh, I need to go find my brother. And while trying to look for her brother, she ran into, same way how we run into other gods and other beings and we had to help them. She probably got in the same situation.
We can see the Upside Down City from here, too.
Wait, watch out!
What? Ah, why is it so bright? Oh my god.
What's going on? Is that light coming from the room in the center? It's too bright!
The mutation is continuing. Has the Abyss made its move already?
Dainsleif, I see your incessant meddling continues, and that you have once again joined forces with our Highness's kin. Regrettably, I was not in time to control your exit from the network, and it sent you here of all places. This was a catastrophic error.
I am surprised that you dare to face me. You ran like a coward last time.
Ooh, fighting words.
Our Highness's will must be done. All interferences must be removed, whatever the price to pay. This time, the curse that torments our people must be undone, once and for all.
You are the only ones who torment them. There is nothing else left of those hilly churls. Nothing besides the curse itself.
Say what you wish. I am going nowhere, Dainsleif.
Then you will give your life just to delay the inevitable. How absurd. But since you wish to persist, then so be it. You really think you can use that device beneath the pool to cleanse this curse?
Do not underestimate the ways of the Abyss. That device cannot provide the cleansing effects of the water not tenfold, but 100-fold.
Then I overestimated you. This plan is even cruder than I thought.
The Abyss shall rise.
You've been hunting this Abyss Herald for ages. Now you finally got him.
There's no time to celebrate. The Abyss Order's device is activating, but there's still time to destroy it.
All right, let's go.
Look, the amplification device. They're in agony. This is no way for them to meet their end. Find a way to stop that thing.
Captain, you okay, buddy?
Dan, don't do it! I thought he would have been turned to ashes in an instant. Halfdan's soul is extraordinarily resilient.
Okay, but can we rescue him before he perishes or something? What's going on?
Meddling fool! Encumber us no more!
Don't you have a greater encumbrance to worry about? Come on. This is your grand opportunity to get rid of me.
Dainsleif!
Take him out and deactivate the device.
Got you.
What do we do now? The Abyss Lecter's gone, but the device won't stop. And Halfdan.
Let me take his place. The cleansing won't have any effect on me.
No. As long as the device is active, the cursed are rendered powerless. Only you can take on the Abyss.
You are not struggling like you are in your voice.
If you value his sacrifice, then do not waste any more time here.
Are you kicking me out again?
See all these rays of light and portals? They must have installed several of these energy devices in various locations. Find them, quickly!
All right. Teleport it is.
We have to go through these abyss portals? Hey! Wait for Paimon!
Can I... Halfdan! Halfdan! Man, I met you like 5 seconds ago, and now I'm very sad.
The Perils are really suffering. Oh, wait! Dain, this must be unbearable for you too, right?
Never mind that. Halfdan and the others are enduring far greater suffering than I. There's no time to lose.
Destroy the devices and put an end to the Hilichurl suffering! Okay, it's gone dark all around now. Shall we head back to the room in the center?
Halfdan! I think he's dead, dude. Everyone? Halfdan? Halfdan?
So, that's it, right? The device is fully shut down now?
The burning sensation has indeed stopped.
So, we managed to stop the Abyss Order's plan?
But Halfdan, he seems to have breathed his last.
Let me check.
Dain must be really upset. Of all the ways to be reunited with one of his former comrades after so long, this is rough.
Let's go.
Oh. Hey.
Huh? Light.
Apologies, Captain Dainsleif, Twilight Sword. Back then, I failed you and failed to protect our people.
No. For 500 years, you have faithfully done your duty. To this day, I am proud of you all.
Khaenri'ah didn't fall, did it? Since you're still here.
Correct. So, no need to revive the homeland.
That was Halfdan's soul.
More than one kind of strange power exists here. Souls are no strange sight under the circumstances. Still, if you intend to venture deeper in and continue your investigation, you ought to be careful.
Dain, did you catch the Rona?
You bet! We'll be super careful! Oh, but Dain, does this mean you're not coming with us?
That device took a severe toll on me. It will take me some time to recover.
Oh, right. Well, actually, Paimon already knew that. You've clearly been pushing through the pain this whole time. You've earned a good rest, Dain. Oh, you should take a vacation!
Why does it sound like Dain's not gonna go and take a vacation?
Vacation? The very notion. This word has no business being in my vocabulary. There are more important things that demand my attention. The Loom of Fate operation is still underway, and I suspect that these amplification devices are connected to that plan.
I'll be on the lookout. We'll talk more next time, after you've recovered.
Thank you for understanding. I only hope that next time we meet, you know whose side you're on.
Sheesh! He sure knows how to hold a grudge, saving that snide remark right until the end. Well, shame that we didn't get to see your sister again, but at least we learned some useful info, huh? As long as you keep pressing on with your journey, you guys will definitely meet again, and everything will be back to normal, right?
Will it?
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. The real reason we came here was to investigate what was going on with the Hilichurls, wasn't it? We've probably seen enough to report back to the miner now. But, how are we going to explain it to him? This is all way too complicated for regular people to understand. We'll figure it out. Just don't forget about the commission when we're done here.
That's the end of the quest? I thought the quests are supposed to give me more answers, not give me more questions. Oh, at least half Dan's soul was released. And he's no longer suffering. Hey, we're back. You're back. How'd things go? There's good news to be had from the underground, I hope? You tell Minion everything. See what I told you? The exploration team were a reliable lot, and the expedition was bound to be fruitful. I received the ore samples and the data that Khedive and Junwoo has gathered. The unknown matter is in full retreat, and the geological shifts have largely ceased. It's a good omen indeed. Thanks to your help, the Millith have also expressed no objections to our plan for further exploration and restoration. In fact, they should be getting ready to descend into the mines themselves. Sorry, did you say something before? I don't remember you expressing such effusive support before. Oh, that's right. So, who was the one who was trying their best to prevent us from going down previously, huh? Come now, there's no need to be so straight about such things. I mean, I will pay you. And of course, the Chasm Exploration Team will become an official part of Hushuin Hall from this day forth. You need to work on your ability to change the topic. That's right. But since there's more to be had, we'll forgive you. This time. Thank you. And, you know, I did get a real earful from the higher-ups myself for letting you go down there without so much as a report back to headquarters. Higher-ups? Who? Yeah, and who would bother coming down here themselves to give you an earful anyway? You might not believe me, but it was the Yuheng herself. She kind of seemed quite concerned for your safety. Seriously? So Kaching's been keeping an eye on us this whole time? But the person that we met down here doesn't look anything like her. You actually saw that person clearly? What person? You forgot? The one that went shoom and then went right by us. It was super flashy and stuff. You met someone else down there? Are you certain that it wasn't a treasure hoarder or a fatuous? This is certainly worth recording, but don't worry, the Millith will help you look into it. Yes. Since I'm currently in charge of the exploration team's material needs, could I also ask how things are with them at the moment? Jichong isn't looking too good. She definitely 100% got the Rona, but... That's right! She's still down in the mines, and she's not in the best of condition. Jinwoo did mention her condition to me. I'll send a report recommending that the ministry send medical team down. With any luck, she'll be patient and stay out of any hazardous zones. Patient, I don't think is in her vocabulary, but you can definitely try. Kudafo also joined up, but, he was a treasure hoarder previously. Will things really be okay? Oh, him? We know all about him. He's not a bad person by nature. You could have told us this before, but okay. You were able to trust him. I don't think we'd gainsay you. Still, I think we'd have to wait for a while before he can be welcomed in any official capacity. Let's call this a probation period, shall we? Okay, and about Khedive. Oh, that fellow from Sumeru? Well, I won't lie to you. You can think of him as sort of a proxy. On the surface, he seems to be the organizer and overall in charge, but in truth, he answers to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of course, this comes with some academic agreement that the Chising have with the academia. The people upstairs went back and forth with the academia for a while over this, and I'm not at liberty to say any more in any case. Whatever the case, a researcher from overseas is not exactly someone we would normally use. But since he's willing to pay the team for his own pocket, I suppose we can have little reason to refuse his help. Well, what's the arrangement going to be from now on? The ministry will send more people down here. I suppose we've got to trouble our dedicated professional to delve into the perilous depths for us again. Your dedicated professional? Again? Anyway, thanks for your help. You're always welcome here at the Chasm, yes indeed. And there you go again, changing the topic so suddenly. Okay, let's not get too hot and bothered about all that. In any case, the Ministry thanks you for your services, and we will not stand in the way of your activities within the Chasm any further.